Alright. Alrighty. Hopping up. Okay, here we go.
Maybe you should go on whisper and just not talk. Okay.
Just Ishmash all over again.
Alvin.
You're white?
Charlie's also.
It's because you're dirty. Okay.
Go for Bravo.
Did you bring?
If you guys forgot anything, let me know. I'm gonna head over to the box.
He's your responsibility tonight. How many kids do you have? Because tonight you have one extra.
One other thing, Private Echo.
Yep.
Make sure you take an extra pouch for the AR. That's the other thing that I think isn't in there.
Got it.
There's ballistic glass. Actually, I think they're both ballistic. In fact, you're the only one not wearing iPro.
Alpha, this is 1-1, I have a lead. Charlie on 1-1.
Radio check 112.2 over.
Region limit Charlie on 112.2 over.
Continue to spread your seed.
Roger out.
Sorry, I had a gummy bear stuck in my tooth.
Pogey bait, gotta have it.
Always gotta have it.
Sign up 1-3.
1-3 is good to go.
Can you confirm your COS? Which one of you wants COS?
I've got it, specialist.
Oh, hey, copy.
Mike, this is Bravo. My CLS would be McGarry.
Nope.
Comments, do you want to grab some extra bandages?
Alpha, you go ahead and join red.
Red check 2 over.
Oh, okay.
Corporal Carter, are you keeping the AT4?
This line ready for Julie Charlie
Just want to make sure.
112.2 over.
Good afternoon.
Ah, yes, that's a question.
Good to go, Alpha.
Purple
Hey,
car, you
you
should
can
below.
keep it. I'll grab something else.
Roger.
Hey, Yogi.
Oh no, I kind of want to check.
Do you still have Steam up?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Tell me, read out loud to class
Sorry?
what I said to you earlier when I asked you to fill in with me when you said, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah.
What's up?
Can you hear
guys?
me on local?
Yeah, good deal.
JLT.
Are we all set out with the...
What?
Be sure
Okay,
to,
all you had to do was read
sure
what
to fix
I
it before we
wrote.
step
Now
out.
you've ruined the joke
Can
for
you hear me?
everyone else.
Yeah, it's all set.
Alright, yep. Ruining the captain's jokes.
Yeah, why not?
It's not as funny coming
Both
from
sides, man.
The fuck?
There it is.
Alpha, we're all good to go.
Yeah, let me ask. Actually, it's probably a better idea.
Looks like he's having tech issues.
Which one is it?
Right, I'm gonna call up the wall ready.
1712.
Here, I'll link it to you and I'll let you read it because Yogi can't read.
17. Could you visit me over at my squad here for a second?
Negative. I wasn't shot.
My cop comes one.
Private, I'll call him in. Lieutenant Reed, can you go yellow, please?
Can I have one of my guys kill the shoddy instead? Copy.
Any station on this net, this is Private Elcom.
So read it
Ready
for
to
the
check on
class.
112.1, over.
Just one quick note.
Welcome, this is
That
Alpha.
was,
Read
standby.
5 on
Standby.
112.1, over.
We take quite a lot of buildings.
Roger.
Be sure to stick to your positions. Don't want to leave anyone
Test.
behind unwittingly.
You hear me? Can you?
I thought that was gonna be funny. in my head.
LT, you're all
Sorry,
set.
everyone.
Thank you,
You're probably on whisper.
Can you hear me?
So only like 3 people heard you.
Bets, radio check
Alright, cool,
on
thank you.
112.0, over.
Yeah.
Regional Limit Charlie on 112
Got it.
or 10 over.
team.
Copy out, thank you.
You put it on yourself.
Bravo, are we Team 1, Team 2? Do you want Sergeant Gillen to go green?
You're Delta team.
Or do you want Corporal Carter to go blue?
Have one, make sure you guys are on whisper.
Yeah, I think he's off comms.
I'm good. Sorry, I was setting up my stream. Yeah, green team's gonna be Sergeant Gillen and. Sorry, I gotta get back in. Yeah, Sergeant Carter or Corporal Carter and Sergeant Gillen. You're beating green, which is Team 2.
Right sleeve.
Roger.
Above the U.S. Army and above the rank.
Yes, sir.
Bravo, you got a magnet. Bravo, you got a magnet. Condition 4.
This is your country.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if you guys have been in this AO before, but this is a beautiful area. Just wait till we get out there. It's gorgeous.
I don't know if I've seen this one or not, but I feel like I have.
Is Ringrose on the server?
You know what's nice? Our last FTX cycle was in a nice green spot like this, but it was super flat. I mean, it was totally flat from one side to the other. This is nice because it has nice undulations, little hillocks and stuff.
Does this one have a lot of trees?
Yeah, and unfortunately, some of them are those big pine trees that are really hard to see through down near the base.
He's gonna join us.
Oh, crap.
The sand table portion, alright?
Okay.
I didn't know if you knew that or not.
He is not.
Sound like you
Lieutenant
want to
Reed.
die.
Lieutenant Reed, can you grab CLS also?
Copy.
And your 2IC.
Flying off comms 1, Mike.
No. I don't know why you thought that. Nope.
I've got 4 extra fleet up.
Thank you.
It's 3:16, so that's my third 9 and 10 night off. Oh boy.
A good question.
What? Okay.
Private, Alcom, you can switch back to red for now since we only have 3.
I mean, you're in the U.S. Army. That means you got a green card from someone.
Any station
Right?
that's net, this is Reed, radio check 112.1, over.
Okay, good.
Yep.
This is Alpha Radio 5x5 on 112.1, over.
Copy out.
He's harassing some people over there.
Sergeant Line, you back on comms?
Off comms on Mike.
Roger.
+1.
Alpha, this Thompson, you got buddy systems.
1 is green, ready to go.
You know what I think would be good?
1 out.
Copy, being ready.
Come on.
Oh no, they 100% changed our binos. Quartermaster thought they looked cooler, and you know what? I can't blame them.
Alright, I'm just waiting on word from UXO and we'll get this going.
If they still work. Well,
Roger.
So what's behind?
No, you wait.
Oh,
This is we're past probably in.
Corporal Carter, are you aware that with that tube on your back, you're probably the most likely to get hit by lightning?
I am quite used to it being in the 2-4 moss.
Copy.
Sergeant Lyon, you're 2 IC, Sergeant Gillen, you're 3 IC, and Corporal Carter, you'll be 4 IC.
Roger, 4 IC.
Alright.
And just check that's 112.0, right, for
Roger.
Don't worry, I'm
Dagger
here.
Phoenix, look forward. Hey, from they're set out there. We're all wondering how many times we're going to be running this.
Just because your dumbass is green with jealousy doesn't mean you're suddenly camouflaged.
Wiz 2IC, battle buddies.
Thunder.
I'm a little confused, but if you're here, then you're my battle buddy.
Well, yeah, I'll be here for the live fire.
Alright, yeah, then you'll be with Nibs and...
Axo doesn't know specifics yet. I'll let you know as we know.
Roger that, thank you.
Solid copy, 5. Alright, Havoc 1. Group circle on Denzel.
Group circle on the 10.
You want the extra rounds falling?
Both of us in.
Alright, Task Force Alpha, how we doing tonight?
Pretty good.
That was fucking weak. Let's try that again. Task Force Alpha, how you doing tonight?
ready to kill, sir.
That's a little bit better. Alright, that said, so obviously tonight we're switched over to our FTX cycle. That means that obviously training is the name of the game. So that said, First Sergeant's got a few things to go over. Going to start going over some training with you here in just a moment. So that said, First Sergeant, they are yours.
Thank you, UXO. Alright, everybody excited to do some fucking training?
Always top.
Alright, I think you're fucking lying, but we'll run with it. So, what we're going to be doing tonight, you guys know the primary training focus is fast roping. What we're going to do is actually split you guys up into 2 groups for this kind of sand table portion. Half of you guys are going to be going with Sergeant McCoy. He's going to take you through kind of a truncated version of AAS just to make sure you guys aren't fucking idiots cutting ropes and shit like that while you're in the birds and so on. So he's going to be taking you guys over for that. I myself am going to be taking you guys over to your south there. If you guys look over to your left, you're going to see a special little looking building over there. You'll be finding out what that is here shortly. Right? So, without further ado, anybody got any questions before we kind of get this started tonight?
Negative top.
Negative top.
All right. Cap, you got anything for these guys before we get this going?
Negative.
All right. So what we're going to do, I want 1-1, 1-2, as well as HQ and 4. You guys are going to be going with Sergeant McCoy. Rest of you guys are going to be hanging with me. All right, Sergeant McCoy, get him the fuck out of here. Get him over towards the birds.
From top.
All right, rest of you guys follow me.
On me, guys.
All right, I'm McCoy.
All right, I'm top 1 2.
Let's see.
Follow 1-1.
So that's the left.
All right, we're gonna be heading up north here.
Where are we going?
Head over to the south here.
Northwest of the birds there, Assault.
I'm pretty sure he said everyone else was
going with them.
Not too bad. How you doing?
Getting our PT in early.
That's what I would have.
Oh my God, Sergeant McCoy, slow down.
Sergeant
Where are we going?
I didn't know we were PTing today.
I'm moving.
Talk about PT.
One foot in front of the other.
Love how I'm just slowly falling back behind everyone else. Uh-oh.
Where's our fucking marching song?
Yeah, I heard, Carol, I heard the same thing, HQ, heading this way. That.
Hi, special listener.
Yep, that would have put us here with everything I would have said, so.
See that?
Come
See
on,
that, Sergeant
fatty,
Carl?
keep up.
You gave your tech
I don't mean
sergeant's
fatty
approval.
as in, like, an insult.
It's like a gold star.
Yeah.
As in, moving too slow.
Interrupting, but don't you need a backpack or something?
You offended me, Sergeant Lobster.
It's like a...
Oh my!
I have low expectations.
Is that
I
right?
have half a mortar system.
I can't say anything.
Alright, school circle up.
I ain't jelly dog. I have your radio on my shoulder, dude.
Birds, Sergeant McCoy?
Only have to.
Believe it or not, Havoc 4 does fly from time to time.
Ah, shit.
We don't
Alright.
commute, but
Lock it up. Everyone hear me?
What?
Alright, so what we're going to do real quick, we're going to brush over to some basics of air assault. We're going to be focusing primarily on fast roping, as that's what we're doing tonight. This is not going to be a qualifying course for air assaults. You still have to go through the full air assault school if you're not yet qualified. However, we are going to be brushing on some changes that are being made to the procedure, especially when it comes to counting numbers when we load in the birds. Alright? So, start off. Who can tell me how we line up to load on the Chinook?
At 45-degree angle, Sergeant.
Excellent. Who gets in the door seats or the ramp seats?
Team leader, Sergeant.
Negative.
Machine gunners, Sergeant.
There you go.
Gunners. I apologize, Sergeant.
Either the 240s or the 249s. They're usually going to be the first ones in, first ones off. All right? The reason we put them in first, even though they're getting in the first seats, is that so no other dumb motherfucker takes those seats instead of them. All right? They're always going to be the first ones off the bird. So they're numbers 1 and 2 respectively. Where do the team leaders go?
On the door guns, Sergeant.
There you go. Excellent. So, the way we were instructing this before is counting off odds and even numbers. We're no longer going to do this. Now we're going to adjust the lineup how we board the bird. All right, so team leaders are always going to be at the back of the line. So this means on a Blackhawk, the team leads are going to be on the same side. Both team leads, they're going to be the last two in other than the chalk leader. All right, this is going to make sure that the team leads are on the guns as long as physically possible when we're in the AO. All right, anyone tell me why we do not fast rope unless we have to?
It takes longer time than just landing.
Someone stand up and yell it out. Specialist Madsen.
It's safer unless there's not enough room to land.
Exactly. We only fast rope when we have no optimal place to land the birds. Because when we fast rope, the birds are just a floating fucking target there above the tree line with no potential cover or concealment. Alright? And so what we noticed with this odds and even numbering system is that people were fucking it up in a way that numbers were higher than the amount of people actually on the bird. So this new way is going to alleviate that problem. So the way it's going to happen is you're going to count off the chalk lead, who's going to be the squad leader. He's going to count off numbers. In the Chinook, it's kind of up to you how you want to do it, whether just one on each side, but just go down the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Just make sure that the team leads are always the last ones in other than the chalk leader. All right, so pretty straightforward. It's going to be a lot simpler. You don't have to engage your brain even to think about odds and even numbers. All right. So first thing we want to do here, make sure everybody has their fast rope keybind set. So I don't care if you think you have it set or not. Everybody go ahead and hit escape. Go to configure and controls. Inside controls on the bottom right, you'll see configure add-ons. Inside there, you're going to go to the drop-down menu at the top, ACE vehicles. In that menu, you're looking for the fast rope keybind. Make sure that is bound to something that is functional. I use the end key. That has not failed me yet. Some people use insert, but I've heard mixed reviews. I guarantee you the end key will work. Alright, once that's bound, make sure you click OK on the bottom right. Do not hit escape. Make sure you click OK till you're entirely out of the menu. Alright. So now this is the only thing you're going to have to do. You just hit this button. When your number is called and you say your number out, just hit that button. Gravity will take care of the rest. Under no circumstances will you use the rappel feature. Is that understood?
Understood, Sergeant.
Under no circumstances will you cut the ropes. Is that understood?
Understood.
All right. Stand by, Specialist Yogi. I'll get you in a second. So, in the case that your hotkey does not function, all right, and you have to ace interact with the bird, you need to take extra care that you do not select the cut ropes option. All right, that means hold down your interact, because sometimes that option will appear and disappear when people get on and off the ropes. All right, so hold it down and be absolutely sure that you're choosing fast rope and not cut ropes. That is reserved for the pilots only. And also make sure in that same keybind area that there is nothing, absolutely nothing bound to the cut rope function. Specialist Yogi, you have a comment. That is probably not here. Never mind. All right. Does anybody have any questions thus far?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
All right. What we're going to do, we're going to split up into 2 birds here, so 1 squad per bird. Squad leads, you're going to act as chalk leaders, and we're going to practice this on the tarmac here. Make sure everything's fucking hunky-dory, all right? All right, 1-1, go ahead and take the bird to my left, your right. 1-2, go ahead and take the bird to my right, your left.
Alright, 1-1, right side bird.
Alright, Van, do the
Right
south
side.
bird with me. Alright, we taking the right side bird.
Warnick and
Wants to go on the north one. Fuck off.
Copy.
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 We're on the northern bird.
I copy.
Lining up on the right side, Alpha.
New transmission came through static.
Southern bird here.
Say something.
Go front.
Sorry, a little blurry.
If you're facing where we're just looking, it's to your left.
Yeah, I guess. I was gonna go
Just,
on.
well, I mean, if it
just
goes
us on here, we should probably do Bravo one side, Alpha
I kind of
the
want
other
to see it.
side.
Okay, but I mean, I think time-wise, we'll have time to do it.
I guess if you want to just observe, I guess you don't.
This is lying because it's just us on this Chinook. We should probably do Bravo one side, Alpha the other side.
Yeah, Roger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then we'll
Sorry, I got
back
confused.
up and come back, I guess.
Bravo will take the left-hand side.
Sergeant's second will take, but I'm assuming ours is going to be much shorter. All right.
There you go.
Roger that.
And you can
All
do
right, so I am going to be with you guys for this. So.
Hey, Reed, I think Alpha should be on the left side.
Sergeant McCoy.
Are my team leads at the
Yes.
Does it matter where the squad lead is?
You're the last one on, no matter what.
I have pilot permission to board.
Alright, fast.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I thought he said team leads earlier. That's all.
Yep, team leads are the last
Oh,
ones on
you're
except for
one?
you, because you're calling it. You're chalk lead.
Copy.
Yeah, chalk lead's always the last man out.
Which means you're not in line. You're up there, Falter,
Yep.
calling.
Sergeant
people
Falter, you got to
Copy.
get up here and count everybody off.
All right, McCoy 1, Lion 2.
Hold on, slow the
One
fuck down.
5.
Make sure everyone hears their number and
Badger
point at them.
6.
That way there's no confusion.
Copy that.
Jaeger 7.
Eckholm 3.
Grenadier 8.
Carter 4.
Roger 4.
Murph
Roger
9.
3.
Potvin
Comes to
10.
this is one of those times when you can ignore fucking
Foster
rank
11.
because names are more important.
Copy.
Carroll 12.
Reed 5.
Redmond
Khaki 6.
13.
Numbers called. Get in,
Copy.
boys.
Make sure you guys are saying the number back to him when he calls it out.
Failure 15.
You say your name and the number, boys.
AJ 16.
Nib 7.
Nibs
6.
You're
Gillen 8.
17, and I'm 18.
Dylan 8.
That's 9.
That's 9.
That makes you 10, which
Why is there an empty door gun?
All in.
Why is there an empty door gun?
Question.
Who's the other team leader?
That's Bravo.
There we go, got it.
use this thing, you can change this and all at once. I bet now. Let's see. Saturation. I should know this. No.
Right. But you know.
What's the generator? Okay. What are those?
Sergeant McCoy back here.
Affirm.
Affirm. Hey, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. You're clear to spool and lift.
Affirm.
Yeah, I don't have Dagger on comms, so I'll leave it to you.
Alrighty.
Sergeant McCoy, are we still doing that thing where everyone switches off the intercom except for the chalk lead?
Everyone should be on cargo and quiet.
Copy.
Make sure when your number is called, you call your number out. Go. The chalk lead will call your number go. Call your number out. Go.
Roger.
Follow, you remember the procedures?
As far as preparing the system?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
At least I think. Why don't you run it through one more time?
Alright, so we call prep system. We're gonna prep it. Here we go, prepare the system.
Preparing ropes.
Alright, wait till he calls ropes. And then you're gonna call ropes, and deploy them.
Copy.
And the pilot will give the order to go. That's your call number.
Ropes deployed. 1, 2, go.
2 going.
1 out.
3, 4, go. 3 going. 2 out. 5, 6, go.
6 going.
7, 8,
Carter out.
go.
8 out.
Ground.
Bravo, all Bravo out.
Lion out. Carter's out.
That was fast road.
Let's all move to the west.
Alright, everyone. Rally up over here
Bravo, rally up to the western side of the roadway.
Sir.
All right, that seemed to go pretty decent. Were there any injuries on any of the fast ropes?
Negative, Sergeant.
Excellent.
Just me, sir.
Just you. What happened?
I hit the bottom, then fell out of the chopper.
Okay, roger that.
Sergeant McCoy, there was also Specialist Ferguson.
Yeah, same issue.
I think I went on the rope and I just fell off of it.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, so inherently this type of insertion is dangerous. There's really no way around that. People will get hurt. That does mean that if someone does get hurt and falls off the rope, goes unconscious, do not treat them. You need to move away from the ropes, wait till the bird gets out of there, then treat any casualties that may occur. I realized after the fact that I maybe should have gone over some of the proper pro words first. Kind of just went with the assumption that most people knew, especially the chalk leads, kind of being more experienced, know what's up. But I do want to clarify the pro words we use when we're calling go and out. All right, it's vital that we use these pro words to prevent any confusion with the numbers being called. All right, so the pro word that's used by the chalk lead is the number and go. The person getting on the rope will say their number and then out before they get on the rope. All right, so take that extra second, call your number out when you're going. So don't say, your number going or going out, just say out, because if you, for some reason, fuck your number up and say your number out and it's the wrong number, well, then someone else is going to hear their number and they're going to go too, and then we're going to have 3 people on the fucking ropes, and that's a bad time. All right, so remember that these pro words are important. We have them for a reason. All right. Lieutenant Tell, do you have any comments? Everything go all right on your bird?
Sergeant McCoy, he's speaking on 3-1 at the moment.
Oh, roger that.
I'm back. Sergeant McCoy, the only thing I would throw in there is that I did see there were a couple guys that did not get out from underneath the bird when they went prone. Make sure you guys are out from underneath it, so that way if that fucking bird loses lift and it comes crashing to the ground, you're not becoming a fucking sandwich.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Firm. Thank you, sir. Yep, absolutely right. Your first maneuver should be to get out from under the ropes, get security, find any cover that you can, especially in an urban environment. Move to a building. Don't just lay down in the open. Find some hard cover and get there. It's kind of inherently different than when we land the bird in an open field or something where we're setting up security for the bird. At this point, we have the option to move to cover and still have security, so that's what we're going to do in a fast rope situation. All right, that seemed to go pretty well overall, though. I wasn't on the other bird. Who was the chalk lead on the first bird? Sergeant Littleberry?
Ephraim, sir.
How was everything on your end?
It went pretty well. There was we had issue with one guy when he was delayed getting on the rope, which resulted in 3 people fast roping simultaneously. But other than that, we were good.
All right, roger that. So for chalk leads, this is one of those times I recommend using third person, and you always want to wait until both the ropes are cleared of people before you call the next number. All right, so don't be afraid to do that. Obviously, we want to get this done quick, so we can get everyone out of the bird as fast as possible. But at the same time, we got to exercise precautions and safety, for the guys on the ropes. All right, but overall, pretty pleased with how that played out. Only a couple minor injuries. Hopefully, those were treated with the quickness. I mean, that's really all I got as far as the changes goes. It seemed like it went pretty smooth. Lieutenant Sullivan, Sergeant Munson, you guys have anything to add?
Negative, Sergeant McCoy. I thought it looked pretty decent from what we were seeing on the outside, other than what was already said about push out from under the fucking bird, because if that thing comes down, it's going to come down right on top of your head. But no, I don't have anything else to add.
Roger that. Deco, do you have anything?
Nothing to add other than the other group is switched already, so I assume you guys just need to go to the next station.
Stand by, Nat. I'm going to talk to Sergeant McCoy when he's done with that.
All right, yep, roger that. Yeah, I got nothing else. Good job, guys. Remember everything we covered here, and fucking we'll make this happen tonight.
All right, Sergeant McCoy, jump 3-1, coordinate with 7 as far as transferring people.
Roger.
Stand by to move.
7's 3-7 on 3-1 over. Interrogative, how do you want me to send these guys over to you? Over. Roger that, 7. Make it happen. 3-7 out.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
No.
So you guys are gonna report into the first sergeant. Nico's gonna move the birds back over there to the other side. Let's see the easiest way. I take this southern route over here, hang a left, and follow the road.
Cover that, Sergeant.
Bravo, let's move.
On the move.
On me.
Roger.
So it sounds like we're going to be headed south. We're going to take a left on this road.
Y'all heard him.
Or I'll actually just follow the rest of the route at this point.
Where are we going?
Follow the herd.
Don't worry, Blacksmith. I'll lead the way.
Unless they take a wrong turn, but I'll guide you if they do.
Hey, see if you can.
Copy.
7 Thunder said he's all good to go. And Mo.
Yes.
5, sorry.
I believe I can fly.
What the fuck?
You can't.
There's so many numbers. There's 5.
Don't climb up the hill. We don't need you to fall and break your ankle.
3.
There's sprained ankles today, please.
Roger.
Just hang with me. You'll be all right.
Yeah, Sergeant, I don't know what happened. I got on the rope and I just fell off. I guess I lost my grip.
So these boots, they're made for walking. And yeah, and that's just what I'll do. I'm gonna walk all over you.
I think I'll try to don't feel bad.
Sorry, just maybe some of the guys. I can see them allowing to myself.
You don't got a pair of Daisy Dukes on those, do you?
Unfortunately, no, sir.
Fuck you. That's pretty scary that you know that. Well, are you ready for what?
Weak.
Alright, go ahead and get. Well,
Oh, shit.
Well, sounds like things are going well over there. Yeah, Smith, take care of that. Give him, we're gonna need 2 birds in the prize module. On both birds.
Alright, it's all good.
Well, looks like you guys were the fucking lucky ones.
What's up?
Alright. We'll, get that taken care of, but everybody noticed the addition we made recently to Mod Pack? Thing I'm currently wearing?
Affirm for sergeant.
Alright. We added some MOP gear to our Mod Pack. Anybody tell me what MOP stands for?
Or hazmat. Mission-oriented protective posture, First Sergeant.
There we go. MOP gear actually stands for something. Doesn't mean you're going to be out there fucking cleaning the floors. Mission-oriented protective posture gear. Alright, is used for chemical environments. So, we're going to do a little bit of familiarization with this stuff. No, you guys are not going to be dealing with gas or anything tonight or anytime in the near future. We're purely testing this shit so we can see if it's something we could potentially use someday down the road. We're in an FTX cycle, we might as well get the testing out of the way while we can. Right? So what's going to happen? A couple of boxes back behind me full of MOP suits and masks. You're going to grab a suit and a mask. You are going to put both of them into your backpack. Do not swap out your uniform. No, you do not need to take any gear that you have in your uniform and put it in and so on and so forth. Just grab one of the suits, put it in your backpack. Grab one of the masks, put it in your backpack. There are 2 types of suits, 2 types of masks in there. If you do not, again, do not have the contact DLC, the suit you will grab is the M50 NATO. You do not have the contact DLC, the mask you will grab is the MO4 Pro mask, either with or without hood. I don't give a shit which one of those you grab. If you have the contact DLC, you can grab any of the mask and or suits that are in there. Is everybody clear on that?
Copy for Sergeant.
All right. Dove's up here, grab the shit out of the box.
Don't trip on the stairs now.
Get the fuck back up here, dumbasses. Stay on that side of the white and red tape.
Heavy as shit.
Ooh, yeah, that's.
Any fucking time now, sweethearts. Sergeant Loster, go ahead and stand up for me. Anybody tell me what Sergeant Loster fucked up?
Following directions, First Sergeant.
Lost his post, First Sergeant.
Did I tell any of you to put your fucking gear on?
Negative, First Sergeant.
Where did I tell you to put it?
Your backpack, First Sergeant.
Your backpack. Looks like a goddamn tactical garage sale behind you idiots. Why the fuck are there so many uniforms and shit on the ground? There's iPro on the fucking ground. It was not a difficult set of instructions, gentlemen. I told you to take one uniform, put it in your backpack. One gas mask, and put it in your backpack. This is not a Holmesian level fucking mystery here. Get it squared the fuck away. Get your uniforms on. Take the fucking masks off. Stand by for further.
First Sergeant, Havoc 4 does not have backpacks.
Fucking. Oh.
First Sergeant, Havoc 4 does not have backpacks.
I guess you better figure it the fuck out, huh? You got a vest, don't you?
Does not fit in the vest, First Sergeant.
It sounds like a goddamn you problem. Congratulations on being a snowflake. All right. Now, I want everybody to go into your inventory. You are going to drag the uniform from your backpack, your uniform slot, replacing your uniform. That will put your current uniform in your backpack. If you're Havoc 4, tough shit. Alright, now everybody should have their MOP uniform on, or their MOP suit, with the exception to the one person back there behind fucking Falter, it looks like. Who else back there in the back?
Sorry, Sergeant. I just got DC, so I did not get that.
Over to the box.
Private,
grab a fucking
Private,
MOP
follow
suit.
me right now.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alistair, if you get any closer to my junk, I'm gonna have to give you $20.
Put both of those in your backpack, and then you can
And only
swap
charge
your
10,
uniform
okay?
directly from the
10.
backpack. All right. No,
20 is for the
box
reach
right
round.
now. This box right
Oh,
now.
okay.
You want the M15 NATO, and the it's with or without the hood, doesn't matter.
Smith, did you get that clusterfuck over there squared away? Roger.
Stop, it's all set.
Guys look cool.
Alright. Now that everybody's got their suit on, I want you all to use your ACE Interact, your Self Interact. You're going to see an option all the way down at the bottom that says CBRN. Does everybody see that option?
What's up?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Alright. I want you to scroll down to there. You're going to scroll over, put mask on, and then put the fucking mask on.
I fucked up.
Imagine my surprise.
Holy fuck, this brings back some nightmares.
Is this right?
I can't see your face, so it's good enough. Alright. I want everybody to take a knee for me right now. Every single person take a knee. Everybody that's been stuffed in a gas house before, go ahead and stand up. Anybody have fun being stuffed in the gas house?
I went in twice.
Hell no,
Sergeant.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, Sergeant.
Negative for Sergeant.
Whoever the hell just said it was a pleasure, I know you're lying your ass off. Alright, it sucks dick.
Carter
Okay.
resigned.
Find me to make you fucking come running out of here flapping your wings. Alright, go ahead and take a knee. What I want you guys to do now is Ace Interact, take your mask off. Warnick, why are you throwing your mask on the ground? Something wrong with the fucking mask? Alright.
Same thing happened to me for certain.
Your eye pro is also on the ground.
That quickly, you can put your mask on, take it off. Now, one of the other fucking joys of this is that you can put a mask on someone else. If they have a mask in their inventory, you can run up, Ace Interact with them, and put their mask on if they are, for whatever reason, incapacitated. Somebody gets hit in a gas environment, run up, their gas, or put their mask on them, drag them out of the gas, and then work on them medically. Medics will have to use atropine or even CLS if need be to be able to get that back up and get rid of the effects of the gas. All right. Somebody tell me what the call is that we make when we find ourselves in a gas environment.
Gas.
Gas. 3 times real quick, real fucking loud as you possibly can. You hear someone say gas, you stop whatever the fuck you are doing and immediately put this gear on. Throw a mop suit on, put your mask on via Ace Interact, and then continue on from there. All right, everybody clear on that?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Walter, what do you want? Well, I would answer you, but I need you to find your ball sack first and speak up.
Sorry about that, Top. I was trying to interact with Sergeant Line and put his mask on, and it wasn't working for me.
They have to be incapacitated.
Copy that. I didn't
do
catch
it
that
while
part.
you were. If we could do it while you were awake, we'd be spending 30 fucking minutes every goddamn night having people dicking around throwing masks on each other. They have to be incapacitated. All right, what we're gonna do, you guys are gonna enter the fucking horror fun house behind me, and I'm gonna hit you guys with some gas. As soon as you start feeling the effects of the gas, you are going to yell gas, and put your masks on. Anybody unclear as to what's going to happen?
Negative, Top.
Negative for Sergeant.
All right, get your asses in the room. $1 million. Get moving.
Woohoo!
Hey, Berkey.
This is cozy.
Definitely in there for this shit. Dude.
Sorry,
This
last
is
year spending way too much time on your knees in front of the top First Sergeant.
Are they gonna make me say my name right?
In shock.
Guess so. All right, Murph, go ahead and get in there.
I'll tell you would you like to join us?
Sure.
All right. Now, due to some technical issues, you guys are going to hear a small bang. Don't freak out.
Gas. Oh, not good.
All right, everybody get a little bit of that gas off in them.
Firm top.
All right, you guys notice how quickly that shit affects you? It's almost instantaneous, right?
Affirm.
Yeah.
Affirm, Sergeant.
All right. So, if you get hit with gas, you're almost immediately combat ineffective, right? Your vision immediately goes blurry. You can't do shit. All right, so it's pretty goddamn obvious when you're getting hit with gas. As that happens, mask on, call gas. Go from there. All right. Anybody have any questions on anything?
Negative top.
All right. Now again, somebody gets hit in the gas environment, get up there to them, get their fucking mask on them, drag them out of the gas, and then take care of medical needs. Do not try to work on them medically in the gas. Specialist Madsen, question?
Yes, thank you, Tom. I'm wondering what the procedure is for when we take it off.
When you take your mask and stuff off? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, Tom.
If command of all clear is given, then you can take your shit off. However,
Thank you, Tom.
should we find ourselves in a gas environment, once that mop suit goes on, that suit stays the fuck on. You do not take that off at any point. The only thing you will take on or off is your mask. Clear on that? Alright. Keep in mind, what you just got hit with is only CS gas. It's tear gas, basically. There is fucking actual nerve gas that you guys can be hit with, and it will kill you. Okay, so I cannot stress enough. Someday down the road, we end up using this shit. Make sure you fucking get that mask on quickly. Step back outside.
This is the part where we all start talking.
You good?
I really worry about your guys' situational awareness.
I was thinking of
Jesus Christ, Godzilla can fucking sneak up on y'all.
Let's turn around.
Alright. So what you guys do now, you're gonna go back to the boxes. Well, firstly, swap out your uniforms, take your mask off, you're clear. Take your mask off, swap out your uniforms, put your regular combat uniform back on. Once you got your regular combat uniform back on, your mask off, go back over to the boxes, throw the stuff back in there. If for some reason it won't fit, just keep it on you, or I'll give you a fucking pass, throw it on the ground for now. So get rid of all your fucking mob shit.
Rid of it. Fuck.
Like waiting for the bus in New York City. Private Echo, did you just cut in front of me? I'm used to that.
Comes 30 Sierra.
377 on 3-1.
Freaking hell.
Stop, I got a question.
Stand by. 377 on 3-1. 37, once you're
Losing
done
my
over there,
goggles.
just send the guys back over here by the boxes to rally. Not
Yeah,
your
yeah,
gas
bro.
house, to the boxes. Roger up. You want?
So in the field, I assume you'd probably get a heads up if there would be gas in Mayo
How do you think we're gonna find out that there's gas there?
All right.
Congratulations, you're a guinea pig. Yes, if we were to know ahead of time, yes, we would just carry the gear on us going in. But again, we're not gonna be using this shit anytime soon. We just wanted to fucking get a night of testing it in real quick, see what other shit we may need to fix or unfuck. All right. Anybody got any questions on anything?
Negative top.
Only one person doesn't have any questions?
Negative top.
Negative top.
Negative.
Negative for Sergeant.
All right, there we go. All right, go ahead and head back over there kind of towards the boxes. Could just kind of hang out for a little bit, wait for the other group to get done.
Copy.
That was fun.
No, we'll just get line back up here for the time being.
Negative.
Alpha copies.
Although my mask did fall out of my backpack without me putting it anywhere.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I-11, once you're done with whatever you're doing over there, come hang out here on the grass by the ATV.
for you.
I tried to put Lieutenant's fucking gas mask on, but
Hey, Bets. When you guys are good with the boxes, if you
Lined
need
up
anything,
in the middle of the main road out of
yeah,
base.
I tried all that before he said that.
yeah, buddy.
So
We're gonna line up back over in the grass when you got your stuff sorted.
Hey, make sure everybody's checking their kits to make sure they're not missing anything after that.
Roger.
It's gonna be off comms about 30 Sierra.
Sorry, yeah, just do it. Line back. Gotta hold it here, big boy.
Yo. Ditch the ladder.
No love for the ladder.
And make sure all you guys have everything you had before we were messing around with the suits and masks. Make sure you have everything.
I should drop mine.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Once everybody is back at the staging area, make sure you double check your kits. Everything's squared away. Squad leaders, let me know when your squads are green and good to go.
All copies.
1-2 copies.
I'm not wearing anything.
Echo, can you do a radio
Should
check
I-
again since you
1-6 out.
Everyone's
Can
kit's
do.
good to go.
Teams make. Let me know when you're good to go.
Alright.
yes,
Give me a
1-2.
second.
Can I say something on this?
Just check your shit over after that exercise. Make sure that you didn't leave anything behind or it got dropped.
We don't need it.
This is Raid Region Limit Charlie 112.1 over.
Just take
Copy,
out for
1-2.
tonight,
Copy that.
but I'll be carrying it in the future still.
Alright, Alpha, Bravo, let me know when you guys are all set.
I can.
Come. Push yellow and take a step to the right.
McCoy's on his way back and he'll be ready.
Copy that, Alpha.
I'm good.
On bite. 1-2, this is Bravo. 2 IC. Bravo's off comms. 30 seconds.
Grass green is good.
This is 1-1.
Copy
We
that,
are
Bravo.
all green and good to go.
Alright, Bets is back.
Alright, I don't know if I fucked something up, but did you get a message on
out.
your screen?
That's check
Echo,
your
technically,
make
it's
sure your
just
kit,
basically
make sure you didn't
1.2.1
lose anything in
and
that.
then the channel 1 through 10, whatever you was set
Roger.
to. Just saying.
You say again?
Bravo, fucking line up back over by me once you guys are good to go.
I didn't get any message or anything.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
One, this is 1-3.
I'll drop the mask.
Had one guy go off comms for like 40 seconds there, whatever he said over.
I'm in formation.
Okay. Alpha, Bravo, you guys all
Police
set?
station, this is Private Grant on 11.1.
Copy, I'm
Just ready to check
directly
over.
Alpha is.
I guess looking good.
Alright, bud.
Nope, he's been off comms for a while.
Bets, you good?
Does he make it? Okay.
I'm good.
Bravo's
I've got
good?
2 extra,
He's been off
hands
comms
staying
for a
close.
while.
Take Mike.
Move him.
Line
Where's
green.
1-1-2. Harry.
Yeah, he was
Kill
over.
him.
Bravo, you all green?
Line green. Carter's green.
Kill him screen.
Sergeant
Bravo,
1
it's all
is
green.
off comms for a while.
Oh, you stepped up.
Bit.
Okay, copy.
Specialist Holden.
Copy, Mike.
Do you read my radio check or?
I pros 1, 1, 2.
Any station, this is Grand on frequency 1.
Sir, 1, 2 is green over.
Also, a big boy.
FTX 3. 7 hours
Copy out.
sand table. Go offline. I want to do this 2 more times.
Yeah, iPro did disappear.
1
Yeah,
6,
nobody
1 3.
actually did say anything, so I thought there was a
1
problem.
3 is good to go.
Roger, 1 3. Just waiting on one.
There was only an issue with some iPro then, because a bunch of people did.
The mask.
Why are we over on the other end now?
Because we were here first.
1, 2 is no. Good to go.
What?
1 is 1, 4, we're good to go. Copy that.
All right. Then let's go school circle again.
Right, have one school circle around Lieutenant Television.
Core circle on 5.
School circle on 5.
I didn't copy that.
Heard you squawk Bravo, but didn't hear you transmit.
I'm gonna get one later. Sorry, my mic was muted. I didn't realize. Squads are in
Alright.
school circle.
So, you guys got all that done. So, the plan now is what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to conduct this FTX. We're going to go into the live fire portion. So that said, you guys already, hopefully everybody read the fucking op board that your lieutenant put together. So at that point, we're going to get loaded up and we're going to move out and go conduct this. Make sure you guys are doing the shit that you know that you're supposed to be doing. So I don't want to see fucking the fast roping going all to shit. Don't want to see you guys just forgetting everything we just went and spent the time doing. Also, squad leaders, make sure that you guys are utilizing fire maneuver tonight when we're going through here. If it comes into a situation where another squad is taking contact, make sure you guys are utilizing fire maneuver both between squads and within squads. Let's do this shit right. That's what the training is for. Anybody have any questions?
Negative.
Negative, sir.
All right. Havoc 1, get them loaded up.
Are we good to lock and load?
Affirm.
Sir, which rooms? These Chinooks right out here?
Lock and load.
I'll remember your sidearms. I always forget
Let's
this.
in.
Here's
Here's
the
yours. Down.
Alright, PCCs, let's go, LT, boys. These 2 Chinooks right here. Roger that.
And I got it mixed up.
Alright, Havoc 1, these 2 Chinooks right here. Go ahead and
Stand by.
split up, South Bird, North Bird.
I'll let you know which bird we're getting
Let's
into.
take the South Bird.
South Bird, Bravo.
Alright, 1 3, we're on the
South Bird copy.
We're on the northern
Roger,
Chinook, so
South
right
Bird.
one here.
5x5, how many?
Got it.
I gotta get my weapons on the ground.
Every
Over that.
Just get lined up.
I'm gonna take the
Yeah, well, I'm holding it the whole time, so.
On the right hand side of the South Bird.
South.
Remember, cover the front of line.
Bravo, left side. Actually, we're staying all on one side.
I'm gonna have your team leaders take the
I do, thank you.
You can get in front of me, Reed.
We're gonna have the 240s take the bench seats, but the team leaders are gonna be taking it from 1-2 over there. Yes,
Yeah, Captain Blair, we clear to load.
1-1, this is Alpha. I'm having my AO.
Clear to load.
Alright,
If
we got weapons, you're gonna put those guys in first.
Okay, copy.
Am I hopping up on the guns, or
all of them first, McCoy?
Just the two
Alright,
two
Darby
240
one,
should be on the door seats.
Well,
Copy that.
Dusky 2, Thompson
Alright.
3,
Corporal
Ryder
Kendall,
4,
O'Connor.
Cummins 5,
Kendall, you're 1.
LT
O'Connor, you're
6,
2.
Sully 6.
Romeo 7,
Are you alright?
Go ahead and load.
Smith 8, Holden 9, Dingleberry,
Bravo, let me know you
It's
guys
kind
get
of
in.
cloudy, so you say
Copy.
no, and
Boys,
this is clear.
green.
Copy.
Where you going in?
15,
Connor,
Red
get over here on
Pat,
the left.
4.
Gallagher
4.
15, McGarry 16,
Ekholm, 5.
Battingham 17,
Shell, 6.
18,
Ekholm,
Shell 6.
Hey, what's the flight order?
Are they taking
Doc, 7.
gun?
Ferguson 20. Oh, you can hear that?
yeah, we're
Ferguson
not getting on.
Janitor.
We're not getting in the miniguns.
Spears, 8.
Chief, we getting load up?
Gillen,
Or Mr. Virginia,
9.
get a load up?
Nicholson, 10.
Alright, hit it, boys.
Roger, 10.
Lion, 11.
Well, I did that backwards with Kucheski.
I can't get in the back.
Hornick, 12.
Boy.
Gillen's in.
Lion in.
13.
Michael Howdy.
13.
Good copy.
Copy, man. Can I make a recommendation since the way you have this? Fly V with you at point, and since we're already splitting anyway, that I'll break the right and the third bird can break the left.
Final inbound.
Carter's in.
Good copy. Bravo's all in code.
Oh, never mind. Oh,
20.
That's 21.
Alpha's in.
Alpha's in.
1-4 all in.
Falcon's in. Everyone, take a second. Make sure you got your iPro on after the mop suit.
Gun.
Yeah, Alpha should be on the gun. Good check.
The gun's not available.
Whoever has that kid in the background, you better be on push to talk.
Could be either crew chief or door gun.
There's a gun open. I need dibs on it. There we go.
Got it.
1-2's all loaded.
Seconds, prepare ropes.
30 seconds.
Correction, prepare system.
Preparing system.
30 seconds.
System's good.
Ropes.
Ropes deployed. One, two, go.
1 out. 2 out.
3, 4, go.
3 out.
4 out. 5, 6, go. 5 out. 7, 8, go.
7 out.
8 out. 9, 10, go.
Bravo, let me know when you're out.
Lying on the ground. I'm under the bird, I'm moving these trees.
Bravo, you guys all out?
Carter's out. Lion out.
Good copy.
Copy, I would need to stay where you're put. I'm holding security where I'm at.
Toss me now.
Snake.
Pick it up. Yeah, I had some issues on the fucking rope as well.
Bravo, I assume we'll discuss this later, but I had some
Go
issues
boys,
getting
pick it
out.
up.
Are you alright? Everything green?
Same.
Moving out, looks like southeast. Alpha's green. Correction, we're heading south. 1-4-1-2. You move. Are you guys moving? Just was unable to deploy from the ropes.
Bravo, this is Lion, radio check, hi, copy. Carter, we're hearing you squawk, Bravo, but we're not hearing your transmit.
Sorry, Bravo's back.
You alright, Nibs? Yeah, I got stuck on the rope, but I'm bandaged. Alright, cool.
Alright, guys, get ready to move. We're gonna be moving out to the southeast, call it 147. Before I copy that, thank you.
Bravo, be advised, we're gonna be moving 147 east.
Roger, 147.
Roger, 147.
Disregard 152, moving now.
Moving out, 152.
Roger.
Alpha's gonna be in front of us, we're gonna follow in behind.
Copy, holding for Alpha.
Moving out.
New bearing is 152.
Bravo has it.
Bravo, we're now in the front.
Roger, passing 1-2 now.
You double tap Charlie, that'll be at a combat pace. There you go.
He wants a squad column.
1-2 is 1-6.
Holding for team 2.
Don't want to get too spread out over.
1-2 copies of that, 1-6 on the move.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
1-6 out.
Good.
Moving now.
Bravo, we good?
Bravo, and there's
We're
Alpha.
good, we're moving. Behind you, Roger.
Good copy.
Alright guys, let's try to close the gap, Bravo. Let's close the gap there with 1-4.
Triple time.
Alright, Bravo, we're gonna be closing the gap.
Roger. That's it, I'm pooped. I can't sprint anymore.
You're good, we're pretty much caught up. We got good spacing with them.
Not entirely sure I got that mask on fast enough. Having a little trouble breathing right now.
I would hope there'd be side effects to it. But they should wear off pretty quickly, though.
Good.
Is that gunshots?
A firm southeast.
Copy, 1-3 is in contact to their southeast. Also, break. You are 2IC.
Do we have orders? Are we maneuvering? I got eyes on enemies east. Engaging. Just to the right of the building.
Bearing 09090.
Just dropped 2, 1, 2, 3. There's another one. 3 down. There's more out there. 127.
Bravo, be advised, watch your fire to the right flank. 1-3's pushing in.
Copy.
Contact 137 across the line.
Bravo, how you guys doing?
Line green.
Carter's good.
Roger.
Hang back on the perimeter right now. I'm gonna check
Bravo, we're just hanging back real quick. 1-2 is pushing up to check something.
Copy.
Sorry, I didn't get the full.
Last contact was bearing 130.
One's going to be to our south somewhere, so be careful.
Roger.
Roger that. 1-4 will be lifting in just a jiffy here. We're going to treat some casualties. Prepare to move. We're going to be moving down.
Alright, let's just stand by to stand by. We're gonna fall back in.
Bravo, be advised, we're standing by to fall back in with the rest of the platoon.
Copy. Roger.
Copy, I'm right in front of you.
1-2 copies all.
If we're following the map, we're probably straight south out of here.
Looks like
1-4,
it.
1-2. You want us to take us out, or you want to take us out? Copy. Do you need medical assistance, or are you good?
Negative at the time.
1-2 copies out. Alright guys, we're gonna continue moving south. Bravo, take us out.
Bravo, be advised, we're moving south. Time now. We're in front.
We're going to be following Bravo.
Roger, moving south.
1-2, do you have...
Just 180.
Alright, Bravo, be advised, we're moving 180 bearing.
1-4, 1-2,
Roger.
my guys are on the move.
Roger, 180.
Crossing your line.
We're moving, McCoy.
Really? Wow.
Yellow team, we're
1-3,
passing you now.
1-2.
Let's move.
Coming up on your left.
Gillen, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, sorry.
Friendly's bearing 210.
Copy. Do you want me to go to your west then? Guys, move. Never mind, disregard. 1-2 copies.
Yeah. It's a dedication. I saw you
The
in
next
here.
road, let's do a short halt.
Bravo, next road, we're gonna do a short halt.
Roger. Roger.
Give us the money.
Cover that 1-4. We're gonna take a short halt at the
Yeah.
road.
Wow. Welcome in.
BTR.
Shots fired. Shots left, southeast.
BTR is being called up.
Copy.
Reference dagger for
Yeah, let's make our home on this road.
Holding at the road.
Bravo, hold up road.
Got held up northeast of
Copy.
That's close to our northeast.
Watch out to the northeast, guys.
Copy. Still engaging.
Bravo, be advised, make sure you keep eyes out on the northeast for the shots out.
Probably bad idea.
Copy. I'm actually holding security west of this dirt road.
Good copy, yeah, that's nice for my AR up there.
Carter's looking southeast.
Good copy.
I had 2 before, so.
Alpha's gonna get in line on our right side. Just hold here. Keep eyes out.
Alright,
1-3 is pushing
Alpha,
from their
this is
pods.
brother.
They're going north. They're getting towards that contact. This is hold for now. We're going to continue south.
Bravo, we're gonna continue holding for now. We're gonna continue south eventually. 1-3 is moving over.
They've already pushed out to the northeast.
Copy, holding.
Corrections, the direct east. Copies. We're moving in time now.
Come on, guys. Do your fire team lead a favor. Respond to his fucking calls. Carter copies.
Oh, I'm off concert, so 1 to 30 seconds.
Roger.
I see who's yeah. Well, sure. That's all. Let's see.
Guys, let's go to the direct north where the yellow smoke is. 1-4 is down.
We're going to be moving directly north of the yellow smoke. We got friendlies now.
357, almost direct north.
Bravo, be advised, we're gonna be moving 357 direct north, almost yellow smoke. 1-4 is down. Time now.
Moving out, copy. Roger, moving now.
No, disregard it to the south. We're the southernmost element right now. We can take it.
Move all the way through yellow smoke.
There's that better.
Bravo, you're missing a person.
Bravo, be advised, we're gonna be holding before the roadway.
Copy.
Hey, whoever is Bravo over there, you need to move.
Got it.
That's south. Go
Other
north.
way. Other way. Gillen, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I got it.
Alpha's moving now. Let's move north, guys.
Bravo's up there.
Roger,
Gillen.
moving north.
Like 1-2 is covering east.
Sort of northeast, looks like.
Guys,
Hey,
we're in
Gillen, just come
FTX
across.
cycle now, so I'm going to tell you that a fire team lead needs to hear 3 copies from
Alpha
his team.
copies.
He doesn't need to know who it is. He just needs to
Alpha,
count
we're gonna
1,
go back
2,
to the
3,
south
so
and
he
maintain
knows all of
security
you were
back
up.
Roger.
Copy. Roger, LT.
Bravo, we're gonna be holding security to the east. Alpha's taking opposite.
Bravo, you can start moving back to the south where we just were.
Roger.
Disregard, we're gonna move back to the roadway we just left.
Roger, moving back south.
056-421.
We're going back south.
Anything good, Lion?
Building south, but no contacts that I can see in there.
Yeah, I was.
I think we're gonna try to move through this tree line over here to the left.
Buggeroo.
We'll draw them all out. Alright guys, when we move to the south here to AP1, do not cross to the south of that main MSR. We're gonna be going through this tree line right here to our left.
Bravo, be advised, when we move to AP1, do not cross the MSR.
Copy. Roger. I'm spreading out a little. I think they just dropped IDF behind us.
Roger.
We clear to move online with 1-3 through this other tree line to their west.
Bravo, be advised, we have friendly trees 087 from my pause. Watch your fire.
Eyes on.
Don't be asking
Good,
us
bravo.
shit. Talk to 1-3.
Say again, friendly is 087?
I didn't know.
Roger, 087 in the trees.
Being with a marching order, that's all.
187 as well, right side of this big open area.
That's it. Go, Bravo.
Good copy.
Roger, eyes on.
Alright guys, we're gonna be pushing through this tree line that's right in front of me here, 145.
It's like a fucking football.
We're gonna be pushing through 145, the tree line, just off this little ASR right here.
Southeast.
143 from my pause.
1.2 click.
Moving now.
Bravo, moving time now.
Moving.
Moving.
Seven out.
Here, Bravo, let's slow up a little bit and let these guys get kind of in front of us so we don't bunch up.
Charlie, copy.
Roger.
Roger. Roger.
Say again?
Copy.
Yeah. Approximately right now.
Falling behind.
Alright, Bravo, let's fall in.
Moving.
Contact front.
I bet that's those houses that we saw up to the south.
Alright, 1-1 is to our west. They're in contact to the south.
1-1's to our west, they're in contact to the south.
Copy.
Pushing left a little. Tracer rounds bearing 128, 132 now.
Roger, 132.
Roger. Yeah, that's more southeast then, okay.
Probably 132.
Oh, this is gonna be
Shots from 115, 130 range. Left side.
Copy.
Yeah, bearing 104, muzzle flash.
Getting a little eyes here. We got guys to our southeast and southwest.
1-3 is directly 133 right now. Let's hop just going to the east and fall in behind me.
Charlie has no eyes.
Fuck! Something heavy, I'm getting back in the trees.
Getting it definitely.
Oh, shit.
actually like where Team 2 is better than where we are. Should we push
Roger,
up to
yeah.
them?
We're Bravo, be advised, we're pushing across the field directly east. Pop smoke and try not to get hit. There's an autocannon over here.
Copy. Roger, pop and smoke.
Good copy. Let's not all pop it though, that way we can save some because we're run out quick.
Air's gonna be engaging those BTRs.
Alright, Bravo, let's move.
Moving. Moving.
Let's push right over.
That's enemy mortars outbound.
Be advised, 1-3 has a mask as 1-2's bringing the mic to them. So let's set up security when we get through. Bravo, let me know you're...
Alright, 2 men down on my pause. Full Carolina down on my pause.
Good copy. Sergeant Gillen, can you get some security out to the right-hand side right here?
Just down to the mid for now. I don't know if it's down yet. I'm not in the peak. Just in case some infantry come up. Hey, 1-3. What do you think? Can we move up on the south? How are we going to get into this?
No, we're gonna double back to the fucking west in 1-2's original lane, then we're gonna use that to cut in. Cause that
Excellent, excellent. 1-2 we're able to get in, right?
What way is APR coming from?
I got Sergeant Line
How are you guys doing on medical? Bravo's all up.
Copy, if everyone's up, cut west.
Bravo, let's take point here. Stop moving west. I'm gonna take it out to the jog so you can get into wedge. Getting the right one.
Mike, you with me? Copy, work on those guys now. Getting fucking shot from somewhere.
Gillen, you good?
Yeah, I think his car's all bands up.
Alpha, I'm over here with Bravo. We gotta get overrun. I need you back towards our cause. I'm getting engaged from the south to the east.
Alright, how good are you at snapshotting that AT?
Gillen, you good? I need you to move. Go direct north and then...
I'm hip. I'm good. Come on.
Hey, sir.
1-2. Do you have any, do you have any space for us up there?
Hold back, there's too many people up here.
Okay. Hold back, yeah. Just in these trees. There's too many,
1-3 is all up.
Okay, copy. Take a man with you.
Cummings, I need you on me.
1-1-2.
Roger, I'm still up. I'm getting line out of there.
1-2 to 1-3, we're on your position in landing 8.
Pulling back to the forest.
Can you get eyes on it from your position?
AT target, I'll handle it.
In that case, let's...
Cummings, I'm gonna get him other side of the tree here.
Alright, anyone who's up for Bravo, I need you to start screwing back to the west.
I wouldn't advise out of against that, considering that's where
Copy
we have
that.
mass gas.
I'm with Gillen right now. He's trying to get himself bandaged up.
All bad. They pay, man.
Line back up.
Yeah.
Roger, good copy. Welcome back.
Gillen, you ready to move?
What are we doing?
Hey, 1-3, I think our best course of action is top smoke and just getting this fucking down.
Where did they drag Carter to? Oh, Roger, good to see you.
Do we have orders?
Alpha interrogative.
Sounds like south.
Bravo, let's cut back across the opening, back towards where we came from, bearing 269er.
Roger, moving. Copy.
We're gonna be getting into the draw and pushing into the town to the south.
Roger, heading for Alpha and 1-2 time now. Copy.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't go now.
We're about to rejoin Yellow
Set.
Team with Bravo right now. We're on our way now.
Alright, Bravo, let's push. Push a little bit off to the right-hand side so we don't bunch up with Alpha.
Copy. Do we have squad members down over here? I think Alpha Team 2 might be down. One down. I got tagged. I got tagged, I need Mike. When he's done with Alpha Team 2.
Bravo, be advised, get on a line, start engaging targets. Let's not push too far in. Who said they needed Doc?
Lion needs them, needs Doc when he's done with Alpha.
Can someone check up on 1-2? I haven't fucking...
Where the fuck is this thing?
I can't reach it.
This is Alpha, I'm coming to your pause time now.
Isn't there not a still BTR up?
Mike, I'm pushing back west to our guys.
Okay. I'm gonna cover south to the east over here.
Oh, fuck me!
Lion, where you at? So get back online with one another and prioritize clearance town great and identifying where that GMG fire's coming. Mike, come on over here where there's blue. I can't find Lion right now.
Lion's up, I'm getting treated by Doc. I don't know. Doc just ran away from me. I'm gonna try to catch up to him.
Alright, Alpha, if you can, let's start pushing south.
That's grenades from over here, Ben.
Bravo, how you guys doing?
Neither
Carter's up.
I'll give you pain, Ben. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, Lion's up, but I can barely see. I'm in a lot of pain. I need Mike.
Roger. I'm getting him with me.
Hey, car down my pause. I'm fucked up.
What are you talking about?
Okay, let's go work on...
Bravo, I'm pushing southwest to try to get this guy who's launching grenades at us off our backs.
Roger, I'm coming to you.
It's Reed. Dude, I took a round. I can't see shit. I'll take care of this in 1 minute. We've got my I know. It's fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm on,
Slamming drugs, Reed. Oh, I'm bleeding bad. Okay.
Taking a second to patch up.
Alright, let the other rifle do what they can in front of us. Try to get high. Try to get
I think I dropped that Grenadier.
Back up now.
How am I not?
Echo, you good?
All good. Bleeding a little, but I'll patch that up in a moment.
I got your sector. Actually, they've got... Attention all squads. Thunder gun run coming in from east to west to the south in the town.
East to west to the south of the town. 1-4 copy. Thank you.
We get everybody in one spot, so we get a check over.
Ben, I need to know when you're... Yeah, I checked with everybody, looking at everybody. Everyone's up, but they might be still hurt a little bit. Let's go find them.
Press it.
Be advised.
We got him.
Bravo, check in.
Carter's good. Line green.
Good, good. Good, just pain management.
Anybody go down that you need help with, or do you need supply?
Bravo, we're going to be pushing directly south, staying left side of trees.
Copy. We're still taking single shots from the southwest.
Good job, everybody.
Can I get KIA and ace count?
Good copy.
Now.
Alright, guys, get up here.
Alright, where are you at? Oh.
Pushing south, with 1-2.
We got friendlies over to the southwest, engaging friendlies, so we're going to continue pushing south.
Copy. Roger, pushing south.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
You can go now.
We are trying to get Overwatch position, and we're just...
Bravo, let's keep pushing south. I see you guys are, but...
I'm clearing a building with 1-2, time now.
You copy.
The last
1-1, 1-2 as that. I have eyes on you guys. Everything to the east of where you're meeting up with us then.
I'm good.
Top floor clear, coming out, building clear.
All clear on left side.
Opening.
Friendly's in.
Alright, where are we going?
Alright, stairs. I'm going left doorway.
I'm pushing back to the east.
We're going to clear this Greystone house
Good to move.
east.
Roger.
Delta Charlie's gonna be.
Team 2, I'm pushing past you and grabbing a tree up here in the defilade. Roger. Let me know when you're set, I'll move up with you.
Roger. Let me double check, see where it is.
Set, there's no eyes up here, but it's safe. Moving.
1614, interrogative. Alpha needs meds.
Bravo, this line.
Send it.
I think we've reached the edge of town here. I think this is it as far as our southward movement. We're probably going to turn east from here.
You okay, Betts? Or Carter? You okay?
Roger, I'm good. I mean, if you have a... Sounds like you're hurt. Roger, just painkillers.
Roger, moving.
Bravo. We're going to be heading bearing 044 to the hilltop to cover 13. 13's down.
044, copy, south. 044 moving.
Roger. Send it.
Check net.
Gotcha. Roger. Send it.
Bravo, disregard. We're going to be changing and continuing of movement directly to the east.
West here and then go north.
Direct east, copy. Roger.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, this wall looks really nice.
What is that? Why is it shooting at us?
I don't know. Doesn't know what he goes.
Cookies are being offered for that AGS at this point. Not like...
Moving north.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Wow.
Fuck.
I fucking hate this. What the fuck is happening right now?
Fuck.
Right.
I don't know, the world's ending or something.
Copy. Pushing fast.
Yeah, I think that's an enemy helo overhead. Pushing east to 1-2's pause. Roger, pushing east.
Bravo, be advised, we're going to keep pushing east, trying to find a position of the... whatever's fucking us.
I fucking missed it. There's a GMG that's somewhere right here. We need to get it.
We need to get on Delta's pod.
Alpha, try to cover our movement into the town. We're gonna try to get this GMG.
1-4 copies.
Bravo's on you, 1-2.
AG far.
Check net.
Alright, we got friendlies right here. Let's push towards that yellow smoke.
Push bearing 090 towards the yellow smoke.
Pushing.
On the 1-3 now, just east of it.
Copy, moving.
1-2 answering.
We
We are combat effective.
I don't think these buildings are clear. I'm clearing this little white one off to our south.
Roger, I'm just behind you.
Right, how is he doing? How's Donahue doing? Copy. Let's see.
Green team, go ahead and cover our northeast.
Yeah, we can carry.
Copy.
Watch your leg.
Roger, covering northeast.
Mike, this
Or
is-
clearing.
1-2 answering.
Right, I'm gonna hold security and patch myself. Could you put CPR on Gallagher when you can? Hey. We need a mic over here. Your squad has a mic up. Fucking hell.
That's enemy fire from our south. Close. Second floor of building 142. Copy.
Second floor, 142. Got you.
I'm pushing toward that building now.
I'm behind it.
Green team, sec on us.
Moving.
There's some medic down here.
Carter, on mute, clear.
Go left. Clear. Copy. Left.
I got stairs.
Copy. Clear.
Carter, take him behind him. I'm gonna move back outside. I can't move fast enough.
1-2, I need
Roger.
Mike. Mike, he's right here. Lion. Mike.
Gillen on. Gillen.
1-2, Mike.
1-1-2.
On your 6.
Working on your leg.
Going right.
Going left.
Clear.
Building clear.
Good copy.
I think Bravo's gonna need your help too when you're done with me.
Carol, good.
Copy that, Bravo.
Yeah, Doc, I'm gonna need
Vets needs you.
All teams be advised.
Contact 147.
Cleared out the town, the little cottage area over here to the southeast. Bravo.
He's in the next set of buildings southeast.
1-4-2.
Good copy. I sent it up. I'm getting Doc right now.
We got friendlies shooting right past us down this fucking road.
Kylo. Was he in the next town?
Contact next town, main road. There was a whole fire team in there. I see at least 3 bodies in town now.
Good, Bravo.
Yeah, move inside this compound. Yeah, got eyes on that white smoke. Enemy infantry, 164.
Enemy infantry 164.
164, got you.
Eyes on engaging.
Eyes on.
Are we clear to continue pushing to the next village?
White smoke bearing 157.
I got eyes on.
Oh, he knows I'm here.
Stand by. 1-2 copies all out. Alright, guys. Rally on our position.
Alright, Bravo, keep covering this little village we're gonna hold here while the rest of us converge, while the rest of the platoon converges.
Watching town southeast. Copy. Roger. Watching southeast.
Yep, there's one closer at 142.
I think I got a contact second story in that red house.
I got contact beyond the town. Beyond the town. 132.
Infantry moving towards it.
Ace reports.
Green, transport.
Bravo, be advised, we have contact beyond the town 132.
Roger. Eyes on. Moving right to left.
Alpha
Send
is
it.
pretty much green. Could use some paint management.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm changing boxes.
Mike, Alpha needs pain management. They're over there.
Table.
Stand by.
Saw a copy 1-1. Break. Attention on squads. We are gonna be setting up for a resupply on roughly FHQ's current location. Stand by for when that's gonna be inbound.
Be advised, I'm gonna move my team to the southern side of the town.
Bravo, how you guys doing?
Resupply will be inbound
Line green.
shortly.
Green.
You fucking
Carter.
until.
Good copy.
Green, could you do some pain meds or others? I'm good.
Roger, I'll get you that.
Keep moving to the east.
I've only
Not too bad.
I think Mike's right behind you.
Oh, this has already been sorted.
Accurate fire coming from 130. No eyes on.
Check in. Good.
Once your copies.
Bravo's taking 5.
Go again.
On a distance, on a direction. I think it's southeast, yeah, but I'm not sure.
Gillen, I got Doc on his way to you when he gets a chance.
Copy, don't rush. Okay.
White smoke 128. Eyes on. They're engaging past it. Somebody off to our right's engaging through there.
You got a man down on that side?
I never saw him.
Hey, McGarry, you're right.
Once you copies that 1-1, I'll have my guys push in a second and get one member up.
Wow, that smoke fucked me.
Yeah, that was a good placement for them.
High low.
Can you get on this corner?
No, it's not clear yet.
Roger. I think, was it an HMG? I see it down HMG.
Let me get you a fucking bag up here.
Don't see any infantry.
Let's clear.
Gillen, let me know once you get that pay management.
I'm just shooting
Copy.
Because I'm gonna annoy Doc until we get it for you.
That's not too bad. Are you clear, EG?
Alpha and Bravo, as soon as Alpha member is back up.
Yeah, how about we start pushing southeast and clearing this?
Roger. I'm doing it.
I'm gonna try to smoke it out.
Bravo, be advised, once Alpha's team member is back up, we're gonna...
Smoke's lifting. I got a whole fire team on the dirt road coming through town. They're down.
Sergeant Lion?
No, I had help. I had a lot of help on that.
Oh, okay.
Once you get over...
One in a doorway up there.
Talk about a kill zone.
I need mag.
Bravo, be advised, as soon as Alpha team's up and we get the command to push, we're gonna push down this roadway, southeast, into the next compound, bearing 127 from our pause, the one we've been covering.
Roger. Roger, are we doing it with another squad, or do you want to divvy it up between the two teams, left side, right side?
What one?
Bravo have that left side of the house covered. There's a guy just.
Yeah, I'm just trying
we
to
got enough people set here. We can probably get ready to push out. Something off a body, and then he pushed out left. I don't know where he went or what he grabbed. We got 240s on our right and another squad on our left. I might have hit him. I think I hit him.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Copy that one too.
Actually, should we be moving soon or what's going on?
1117.
I just got back up. Yes, we're moving.
Are you able to maneuver to the southwest and maneuver on the west side of Thormamule? Friendly's moving up, cover him.
So you don't want us past down this road, you want us to go north to south?
That sounded like
I hope it is.
mortars. Is that Havoc 4? I think that's Havoc 4.
The yellow smoke's gonna be.
This yellow smoke just blocked me off.
East into those set of trees and do a fucking.
That'd be a good time to. Oh, yeah, Havoc 4 is dropping mortars in there, so I guess we're not pushing now.
Alright, we're moving.
Friendly's coming out.
I'm up. Ready to push right now. Straight down the road.
We're gonna push down this road to the southeast, guys. Now.
Copy. We're pushing.
Thanks for the check, Mike.
Delta, I got mags in my backpack.
Bravo, be advised, we're pushing down the road to the next little town. Time now.
Roger.
Fuck, I can't climb.
I guessed that from the fact that 1-2 is on point, pushing into town. Fuck, I can't climb. Are you still wounded?
Warner, you good?
Negative, I gotta set it up.
Alpha's gonna take the right side of this dirt road, I suggest we go on the left side.
Yeah, Bravo, hang out to the left side so we don't bunch up.
Roger, Bravo's taking the left side of, Carter's taking the left side of this first red house.
I was down, I'm back up. On your left.
Ready?
Reaching, going in, going right.
Stairs. Somebody take the stairs. Take it.
Alright, Bravo, let's keep pushing down this, make sure we clear
Stairs,
everything.
Right. Clear left. Clear left.
Copy.
Clear left.
Stand up.
Clear.
From the
Coming out.
northeast, so keep an eye out.
You want the corner, McCoy?
Yeah. You just heard op 4 inbound northeast. Make sure you got cover for that.
Broken stairs.
Sorry, Mike. Going up.
Back if those guys come over that hill, you're dead.
Got it.
Going left.
Yeah, 1-2, you ran right by line of fire. I think I dropped you.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Going right.
Building clear coming out.
Roll out on the
Roger.
Clear.
Where is he?
Moving out the back door.
Wait, there's another set of stairs here, we gotta get to the top.
Good copy, we're gonna cover from outside.
Carter's up here, clear.
Alpha, Bravo.
Clear coming out.
Bound past each other, all that.
I'm moving up to this next.
Where they come out?
I'm about to cross his last man here.
Hey, Bravo. Do you need pay, payment?
I'm across.
Fucking right. Alright, Charlie's inside.
Copy that.
In middle of.
Bravo, be advised, Sergeant Gillen's getting pain management real quick, so let's not get too far.
Copy, holding.
Go kick in the fucking door.
You're all good.
Thank you. Alright, I'm good.
We can wait for y'all to do it.
Bravo, let's hit this brick building to the left right here.
Eyes on.
Roger, we're gonna let the primary squads kick in doors. We're gonna hold security for.
There's a little outbuilding here, Carter, let's clear it.
Roger, move it.
That's you alone here? Alright, I'm coming with you. Alright, they got guys on, right?
Use a ladder.
Going in. Alright, taking this door.
Opening.
Big room. Clear butts. Alright, I got clear in here. Help them clear this board, then we move up.
Bravo, how you doing?
I'm good, I was clearing a building, but then I just got out to meet up with you guys.
Okay, this is clear. It looks like it loops surrounding in for another floor. We got doors left and right.
We need a fuck.
I'm opening left. Going in. Room left, clearing.
Bravo, this two-story building.
On you.
Yogi, what
You
did
can
you
probably
say?
get.
Alright.
Friendly's coming in.
Next door. Pying it.
The one on my position.
Your left is clear. Go right.
Got friendlies over there.
All squads, 1-7. Give me a fucking ace report.
Heading out.
We're getting out of here. I can't shoot a fucking Moz in here.
Alright, next door. Opening. We're using the ditch on the left side. Looking right to the bathroom. Clear. On you.
Bravo, check in, you guys good?
Line green. Cutter green.
Jones green.
Good copy.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the best possible fucking thing.
Keep moving.
Roger, we're gonna, Bravo, be advised, we're gonna set up and right on top of this little hilltop at the trees at the end and cover out.
Building clear, we're heading out.
1-3, 1-7.
Cover the northeast to the southeast
How many,
area.
op 4 do you think are on that marker to your north?
Alright, Roger, 1-2.
Let's go on the backside here, Van.
Copy that, Bravo.
Roger, just hold defensive with fucking 1-4 until otherwise.
Do you need them?
Alright, guys, push up.
Green.
Did you ask for an ace? Everything else is clear.
Bravo, I got good eyes up here if you want to move up.
this wall.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We fired?
Clear.
Trees up here.
You clear this?
Yep.
Where?
I'm moving up to the right.
Riders down.
We got one down.
We're taking shots from the north. Single shots from the north.
Yeah, I know. Let's get away. Get back down on the other side of the defilade. Mike, there you go.
There you go, Bravo. Bravo, get up here.
Let's get up on this hill here.
Send it. 021.
Yeah, that's where 1-3's at. With 1-4.
Belt count.
That's where they were roughly coming from.
Bravo, check in.
Wait, line green.
Charlie's green, Bravo's green. One
green.
shot from 059
Roger.
northeast. Took out one of the 1-2
Carter.
guys.
I got 8 belts.
Carter's down. Mike's on him.
036, 400.
Northeast.
Look northeast.
Alright. You alright?
Roger. Everyone checking?
Fuck it.
I'll work
Pushing
on
more.
you while you fucking lay some fire down for me.
Just embarrassed, that's all.
I just did the same thing with McCoy, it's all good.
My pride is wounded.
Pushing more.
Alpha is green.
Cover that Alpha.
How's Carter doing?
Carter's up.
Good copy. Nice.
Sergeant, stay still. Sergeant lane.
Go for Bravo. Go for 1-2.
Red smoke out of the 348.
Copy that.
Lots
Does
of
anyone
friendlies
need
between us and that.
556?
Yeah, I see him.
Bravo, does anybody
I
need
see the crawler
556
with an
mags?
RPG.
Fuck, reloading. 348.
Line negative.
Friendlies crawling around in front of me. I can't shoot.
Carter's good.
Kill on the screen.
Yeah, line's still green.
Warlord is hitting some of the AP to the north in that tree line, so save your ammo.
Bravo, be advised, save your ammo. 1-4 is hitting on the trees and everything to the north.
Here. White smoke, run. Bravo, get eyes out on that white smoke.
Get down, get down.
Woo! Yeah.
That's gotta be an enemy helo.
It's got.
What the holy hell is that?
Hunters is up.
Guys, got any information on that?
That
white
is
smoke?
not a GMG.
Negative.
Riley, where's this white smoke? You want me to smoke?
Those are ours.
Yeah. Copy.
Roger, if it was rather fucking close.
1-1, 1-2.
That looked like an Apache shooting.
Right? That did look like a gun run that went a little close.
Tracers looked a little low.
Just about to update you. Most of the platoon is green on ammo, so we're not heading back to that resupply.
Is there? Can you get a range on to that sniper? Or
All right, Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Listen up, over. Disregard break. We are pushing.
Bravo, we're just hanging out until we get some kind of orders.
We're pushing to AP2, which is north
Copy.
of us, and we're gonna be pushing north to south.
Hey, Spears, we just stand at that building over there.
Reloading.
1-2 copies.
Stand by to.
Bravo, be advised, when we move, we're moving northeast to AP2.
Been here really shortly because we're gonna fall in behind 1-4, who's already moving that way. So get you guys ready.
Push north.
Go.
Bravo, get ready to move as soon as we get the order to move out. 1-4 is pushing already and we're falling behind them.
Roger. Contact bearing 027.
What are you shooting at?
5, this is 1-3-1 over.
Bravo, let's start moving northeast to fall in line.
A lone marksman out in the tree line to our
Roger,
northeast.
friendly.
Roughly 500-600
Who's
meters.
friendly?
I'm gonna say
3
at this
degrees
point.
off.
North behind defilade and then northeast maybe.
Reference
Definitely.
rough area of red smoke out to the north.
Alpha, let's move now.
Alright, same shit.
red smoke and get shot from behind again?
1-2 Zig. It's good.
Alright, Bravo, hold pause. Let 1-4 get in front of us.
Bravo, hold pause. Let 1-4 get in front of us.
Holding.
That's a suspected mark. No. It's a suspected place for an enemy marksman.
Yeah, get on the north side of this fucking roadway.
Bravo, get on the north side of the roadway. Cross the street.
Through there.
Ignore the red smoke. It's an identifier for an enemy infantry.
Ignore the red smoke.
Crossing behind you.
What? Bravo,
Alpha,
ignore
go
red
get it
smoke.
with us on the north side.
Roger.
Holy clusterfuck.
Northwest.
Holy shit.
Alright,
Just
now let's
push
cut
it,
this
guys.
back 4.
Don't stop here.
Alright, Bravo, let's start moving.
Just get in this
Move it.
ditch over here on the other side of the road. And move
Push,
out.
peel off a little bit to the northwest. Yeah, I'm noticing that right now. Just push off to the west a little bit, get away from
Bravo,
that.
keep
Bravo,
us
push off to
heading
the west a little bit to get away from 1-1 so we're not all clustered up.
Maybe shifting west, northwest.
Understood. Roger, pushing.
Corporal Carter.
And northeast again.
Corporal Carter.
Roger, on your ass.
Great fucking work tonight. Be my
Cool.
battle buddy anytime.
Cool.
Guys, I got 800 rounds on me right now.
Bravo, when we get to AP2, we're gonna get online. Actuals, checking to see who we're gonna be next to. So I'll let you know.
Roger, I think I fumbled that.
Copy.
Dropped that fucking parker box I had.
Bravo, push to north now. We're gonna be the northernmost element, and so we're shifting to get into position now.
Roger.
Alpha, push a bit more to our right and get closer to Bravo.
We're gonna be halting here.
Bravo, be advised, it's our whole 1-1's gonna be on our left, 1-3's gonna be on our right.
Copy. Roger, picking up real estate.
Alright, Bravo, push about 30 more meters, then set up a line to the northeast.
Wait, where are we going? 1-1.
Oh, there we go.
Be advised, we're just
1-1, we got your mic.
formation at AP2 break. Once they're online, we're gonna begin
Bravo,
moving to the east.
You don't know, try to get like a wedge and get some kind of bunched up.
Roger, 062031, standing by for a marker.
1417. Alright, Reverend, advise that around 062031, waiting on marker.
Got friendlies crossing our sightlines, bearing 03340. I just overheard 17 calling out an MBT out there.
Yeah, I was about to call that out to you guys.
Yeah, he's calling up the BTR for 1-4 right
All
now.
squads advised. All squads advised. We're set up.
Once that's calling it up for 1-4 to take it out time now.
Alright, there's a BTR being pulled up.
And there it is.
Yep.
Alright, it's being called up as an MBT now.
It's being called up as an MBD.
I hate those fucking things.
Yeah, they're not fun at all.
Sign up for 1-0.
Still too big for my shotgun.
Alright, all squads online. We are clear to begin pushing east, northeast. Stay in line with one another. Head towards your reference markers on the map.
1-2 copies.
About a click away, we got an IBI.
Go for 1-2.
It's gonna be northeast, reference marker 1627.
Copy that 1-1. I can do that.
Good fucking call.
Alright, we are going to be pushing out to the east now.
We're gonna be pushing out to the east now.
Make it
That's where the
Time out.
tank is.
056.
Copy, moving.
Yeah, I see him.
Toward the
Moving
tank.
out. 056, time now.
My stick will take it out, don't worry. Yeah, sure. Have faith.
Is this 1-1? Roger
Hey, just look at how pretty that water is, though.
Weapons whip. We got
Nope.
attachment from 1-4 running with us for this.
Did this one.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Again, a reminder. Make sure we're watching our spacing as much as we can. And fucking utilize.
He was checking on squad.
Cross heading, taking left.
This is out. We're gonna go walking into a diamond.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
At what point does the screaming and bleeding from the tank start?
If you're looking at your map, we're gonna.
Bravo, be advised, we are switching. We are going to be taking 1-1's lane with 1-3.
Ships in southeast then, I guess.
Understood. So we're no longer looping around to the north. We're going to be going right through here.
Roger, they switched up on us on the map is still going to show the former movement, but we are switching to 1-1s.
Understood. Moving southeast. Roger, moving.
Bravo, push up to the brick wall, stay on the left-hand side of the road. 089er.
Breach point on the south side. Let's head for that.
Crossing. Crossing.
Go ahead.
Belay my last. 1-2 is going to take the building.
Bravo, if you give us 10 seconds, we'll
Trace coming
all be
from
on
east.
you.
Roger, I'm holding out here at the corner
Get
of
onto
the wall.
the east side. This is Bravo, we're pushing past, we're going to get on the building wall.
Alright, Bravo. Nice, here you are.
1-4.
Yeah, that's an even better idea. Let's look around to the north. See if you can get on the eastern side of the compound. Guys out.
That's the tank's MG, isn't it?
Alright, BTR 60. 1-4's putting work on it.
Alright, Bravo, we're gonna start clearing. This door's just open. Bravo, we're gonna start clearing out all the buildings to the north-hand side.
North side, copy.
Carry from Spain cover.
Carter's home.
Carter's down.
Yeah, on pause.
Yeah, there you go.
Is he down?
Yeah, Carter's home on pause.
Alright, we had a Carter's up. Copy, we had a contact in here. I'm not sure he's down. He was in this fucking compound with us. I do not see a body. I have no idea where he went. He could be behind us. Team 2, watch out. He could be coming right at you.
Roger, he was on the outside near Team 2.
Guy on the outside near Team 2.
I'm almost good.
Southeast, other side of the wall.
Alright, I'm good.
I got eyes on whatever that is shooting at us from the east. Yeah, that's the BTR. There's a BTR out there east. 092.
There's also a technical bearing 077 with a gunner.
You said technical 077, right?
Roger, 427 meters out.
And there are guys running around these buildings with us. I just dropped one.
Alright, Bravo, let's peel back the best we can because we're getting spread out from Alpha 1-2. Roger.
Okay, pushing north. Roger.
Alright, Bravo, let's move. Time now, bearing 314 northwest. Back around the buildings. Keep pushing through the next compound.
Copy. That technical is sitting still, roughly 350 meters out now.
Yeah, these walls are kind of channeling us all into one little area. We should probably try to stay spread out. I know these walls are a bitch.
Yeah, let's kind of move around Bravo, so we're not so cluster fucked with everyone else.
1-2 just went down. 1-2 went down on my pause.
Roger, stepping up.
I need Mike here. Time now.
Holy fuck.
I think 1-2 dropped the guy that dropped him.
I just got hit.
Oh shit, what the fuck was that?
I got a bandage. I'm like almost dead. I don't know what hit me though. Alright, let's try and hold our position.
It's bad. Don't go up there. It's fucking ugly up there.
Roger.
Break line of sight. We're just gonna make sure it can't hit us.
Fuck, that's the tank around here.
Carter, check in.
He's good.
Carter's good.
Yeah, I would not recommend falling back, Carter. You look pretty safe there. There's a tank dropping rounds on us.
Yeah, Roger. Not moving.
Does anyone know how 1-2's doing?
Mike was on him, and I think Mike picked him up and carried him back. He's back with Alpha now.
Good copy.
Carter, do not go up there.
Yeah, Roger.
I'm up. Disregard run that.
And an RPG.
Hey, we might be able to... I
like it.
Oh, here we go. Right. 1-3. Yep.
So there's 10 extra.
Why don't we wait till 1-2's back up? Alright, Roger. This is squad. But you can cover the left side of that building. I'll cover right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Looks like friendlies are pushing into that big brick building now.
Alright, Falter's back up.
Who's Falter? You mean 1-2?
Roger.
I see him. He's close. This is Bravo. To the east. I'll let you know. Friendlies.
Stand by, Mike. I'm gonna check in.
Keep moving up with Donahue here.
What?
Could you buddy up with Donahue actually, Midori?
Copy that.
I'll stay with Mike as we move through. Covering left.
Eyes on.
If you need ammo, come to me. I'll give you some mags. This is Bravo all up. Copy.
Mike, does Lion do pain
southwest.
Alright guys, now that we're all regrouped here, we're gonna be pushing east. Continue clearing.
You just came from the east.
Alright, Bravo, be advised we're pushing and continuing clearing east.
Roger, moving east.
Yeah, I don't know how we can get eyes out to the east from here. Maybe these pallet boxes. It's not very good cover. I don't know if there's a breach in the wall, perhaps. Oh, Gallagher, you have returned. We're just here to your north.
Alright guys, friendlies on a GMG now.
Negative.
Bravo, be advised we have friendlies on a GMG.
Alright guys, let's continue pushing. 1-1's already moving up.
Alpha, correction, 1-3.
Bravo, continue pushing.
1-1-1-2.
Pushing northeast, copy.
Pushing up on your southern flank right now along the roadway into the town.
I'm just gonna dip off into these trees to the north a bit.
Hurry up, boys, get out of the open.
Online.
There's
Bravo,
also
move north 005 into the tree line.
Copy. There's also defilade over here just in front of the trees.
Yeah, I was just trying to get us out of in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I don't like that, especially not right now.
1-4, I copy. Do you have a bearing from my pass over?
Pushing behind you, Alpha. Run it. We're pushing behind you, Bravo.
Roger.
We got a guy down up here.
Push some morphine.
We're taking contact. We're taking contact down 058 and 07.
I'm just gonna wait till Alpha. Okay, I can see Alpha.
108. They'll cross me.
Alright,
guys, get up on this.
Pushing up.
We're gonna fucking take you.
And right there. They should be acting stable.
Guys, and you're right.
Reloading.
Okay, push morphine.
We got him.
Okay, hey, here's Mike.
You already pushed morphine on it?
Contact
I've already pushed that
115.
morphine. He should be stable enough. Okay. He might need blood.
1-1.
Oh,
I think the friendlies on the GMG just took care of those guys.
Good copy.
We got more fire coming in from the northeast 037.
Alright, get on.
Roger, eyes out.
Get up to the north and support Alpha.
Bravo, we're pushing down the roadway 124 from our pause.
Okay, Mike.
Disregard. Yes, that's where we're going.
Roger, moving.
We're gonna push down to where those shots were.
Alright, Alpha's pushing out in front of us, east, southeast.
Alright, Bravo, let's keep pushing up to this brick wall and get out of the open right here.
Copy, moving.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Bravo, let's continue pushing through town. Stick to the southern side. 1-1's on our north.
Southern side moving east, copy. I just saw a fucking enemy dart across this opening, northeast. He's gonna be on the left side of this big red brick building. That's Alpha, the building Alpha's on. He's gonna be on the left side, they're engaging.
Alright, I'm crossing Carter.
Can we get in this building here?
Bravo, let's push across. Alpha's to our left-hand side.
So keep moving south a bit.
Roger, keep moving southeast, the direction we're moving, clearing all these buildings.
There's a friendly enemy gun truck here, it's down. Taking fire from the south. Taking fire. Got him. Good shoot. Alright, should we clear this building we're on? Bravo?
Roger, let's clear it.
Hold the front door.
Only going right.
112.
Going left.
Right clear.
Alright, get working on him, Mike.
Room. Left clear.
Holding stairs, go past me.
Roger.
Going up.
On you.
112.
Landing looks clear, continuing left.
Be advised, I have an enemy Gaz with a GMG on it. Would you like us to take it?
Oh, motherfucker, man.
Bravo, there's a bunch of guys in this 2-story brick 2-door.
Direction from our boss.
Check net. Guy outside in the shed, guy outside the shed, took a shot. Where are those guys Alpha just called out?
Carter, push in with this building with me.
I'm hit.
Roger, hit though. Walking wounded, walking wounded. Watch outside to the right. Right side of the building.
Excellent.
On you, Bravo. Carter's bandaging.
Right. Team 2. Could you, Wilco, could you take that next set of buildings to the east?
Carter, this is Bravo.
070 by the road. Team 1, let's follow and go.
Go for Carter.
Did you call up targets in a 2-story building?
Negative. Shed outside.
Roger.
Yeah, I think that was Alpha. I heard them on Vox, but not on radio, so it must have been Alpha.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Alright, guys. We've cleared every building, right?
Did we mark this?
Negative. Carter needs pain management.
Copy that, Mike.
I'm gonna mount my NVGs on my helmet in case I need it soon.
We are able to take care of the contacts here. You can move to the east.
Carter, you want to put your NVGs on your helmet in case you need them?
Bravo's taking a look to see if I can see anything, but I have no eyes on. We have friendlies that push through there.
1-3, this is Bravo. Team 1, you hold your position. Oh fuck, yeah, this on me. Fuck me.
Getting lit up from the southeast.
Team 2, could you come out in this building? Copy, stand by. This is Bravo.
Actually, Bravo, you have Alpha 1-3. 1-2 answering.
Carter. Who's that? Roger.
Gillen.
Okay. You guys stay here. Hey, Bravo.
Bravo, let's push. We gotta push to 1-3. Cover them.
I think they're off. Is that them off to our southeast? Because they look like they're in trouble. Whoever's to our southeast is in trouble.
We're still taking fire from the southeast. I'll give you an accurate
Alright, Bravo, check on 1-3.
check the windows. I'm not sure about
Bravo, let's cover 1-3. Sergeant Tabor.
Yeah, somebody's working on him. He's right next to us. There's more guys down off to our southeast.
Tabor, back up on comms.
A bunch more down off to our southeast.
Tabor's back up.
this is Bravo. Copy. Can you give me a contact report to this?
Alright, Bravo, we're moving back to the same disregard.
Okay, could you get on
We're
the-
moving to 1-2's position right now.
This.
What direction is that?
What are you doing over
We don't.
here?
We don't have androids. We don't know what position, what direction that is.
Yeah, but
Right, first one's
Where's
Oh, 1-2.
Salter?
Sorry, my bad.
Checking left. Okay. Okay.
Roger, peeling back now.
I'm gonna link up with the rest of the element
Okay.
downstairs.
He looks like he's like 800 meters that way.
Friendly, friendly, friendly.
Oh, negative, Sergeant.
Friendly, friendly.
All right. All right, it's a tech issue on my end.
Alright, Bravo, we're moving to 1-2's position. I don't know if I said that or not.
Yeah, but what's his position?
Just north. If we keep going northwest, 337, we're gonna reach him.
Copy.
Okay, because for me, they're back at the smokestacks, like 500 meters west.
Bravo, get down, they're taking fire.
Copy.
Do not enter the building that they're in. They're getting pinned down in it.
Do they know from where?
North, east end of Woods line. North, the east end of the Woods line.
Copy.
Northeast end of the Woods line. Gillen, are you good?
Carter, go find Gillen.
Yeah, and I'll find my
Roger.
trying to fix my vision.
Roger.
Solid copy. Me and Mike are coming to you.
Here, green team, hold this brick wall where you're at. Carter, I'm moving to sergeant line.
Roger. I think friendly's just jumped in the gun truck next to us.
It's friendlies in the gun truck.
Thank God. That would have been ugly.
Yeah, would've.
Friendly is in the brick. Bravo.
Continue fucking clearing what you've got. Disregard. Index, index, index. Rally up in the center of the town.
Index, index, index. Rally.
Bravo, index, index, index. Condition 4.
Copy.
Make sure we condition 4.
Roger, condition 4.
You guys can somewhere else.
I thought I had an engine on that one. So,
All squads are hitting the intersection
Solid copy.
at marker 062027.
Lights up for everyone. Over.
1-3 copy.
Let me know when your teams are here.
Sully's green.
I'm alright.
Bro's all here.
Quiz here.
All Alpha here.
First sergeant said, "Let there be light."
Actually, I take that back. I think I
Bravo
can use a
is
stick
also
link if you can
in
find
the
me.
center of the
Delta's
town,
here.
ready for the
Guys,
next
let's bring it in a little bit closer here so
Copy that,
everybody's
thank
in the
you.
light.
I think I can use a stick of morphine. I'm not sure.
You hear, Pavan?
Right.
Is that everybody?
Alpha's all here.
Stand by.
Almost
Let's
all here.
see. That is
Copy,
all of Bravo.
1-2's
Yes.
all here.
Bravo's all set.
1-3 present.
I'm in.
oh, that was.
Was anyone seeing the kind of desync tonight that we saw last week?
Negative, sir.
Negative. Okay. I saw one instance for like 5 seconds, and that was about it.
Yeah, same here. Like at the start.
Havoc one's all present.
Solid copy 1. Alright. Dagger, what's the
Copy,
status on
we're
your
just
SS
waiting on
here?
Just waiting on Thunder, sir.
Dagger, just
Got
get
it.
word from them when they're on the ground, and I'll get them in here.
Copy that, sir.
Alright. There's obviously, before we get started on everything else, Warlord, you here? Correction, Deco.
No, sir, they're not. They just landed. I'll have them in here in probably 20 Sierra.
Alright, we'll go over that in a minute. Alright, we're short on time, so I'm going to try and keep this somewhat brief. Overall, Havoc 1 or Task Force Alpha, from what I could see, you guys from what I saw, you guys weren't doing too bad as far as fire maneuver and getting yourselves in there. There was a little bit of some points were going a little bit slow, but slow is a good thing generally when it comes to some of the stuff that I was seeing. So I'm not going to beat you up on that. Also, air assets, you obviously put in a lot of work. It looks like some of them are here now. And like I said, we're going to address the blue and blue shit afterwards. So we'll deal with that.
Is there more than one?
Yes, sir. There's two, is my understanding.
Great, thanks. If you guys were aiming for me, you hit me if that was your goal. Both times.
Okay. All right. That said, we'll go over that later. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to First Sergeant. What did you see from Aries' perspective?
One mic Exo. I'm still working on getting Thunder in here.
Solid copy. All right. In that case, Havoc 1.
Thank you, LT. Just a big thanks to Air Assets and Havoc 4 for all those fire missions. We really appreciate it. That's all I had. Thanks, sir.
1-7.
Thank you, XO. Ditto on that. Thanks to our supporting elements. Fucking saved our asses out there.
Good shit. Let's go Dagger.
Thank you, LT. Just thanks to the infantry guys. You guys really had some good call-outs for us, and hopefully we helped you out. Sorry about that fucking blue and blue shit. We'll get that ironed out. Thanks, LT.
Yeah, like I said, we'll deal with that afterwards. So, Havoc 4.
Thank you, LT. First off, I'd like to apologize to Havoc 1. There was a fire mission that went out tonight that I did not call as danger close. That's on me. I do apologize. I hope none of you guys got a little singed by it, but that's all I had. Thank you.
All right, Blacksmith.
Thank you, LT. You got nothing.
Solid copy. First Sergeant, you ready? Actually, Stim, sorry. Captain, do you have anything?
Yeah. What's the deal with the staggering or the counting on the boarding for air assault? Why are we still doing that? Like trying to do one on one side, one on the other side. Any air assault instructor, please.
Hear me, Cap?
Yep.
It's usually at the chalk leader's discretion, however they deem quickest to load the birds, at least for the Chinook. Otherwise, the Black Hawk.
Did you guys not go over tonight that the team leaders are to be loaded in last? That was the whole purpose of the fucking drill at the start of this.
They went over that. That's not what I'm talking about, though.
Referring to the staggering of the Chinook boarding, the left and right?
Yeah, I don't understand why we do that. It seems to take more time and make more confusion than necessary.
Okay, that's not necessarily SOP, sir. I mean, we can iron out so they just load one side at a time.
Yeah, I have not seen that be to our benefit at all. I've only seen it be to our detriment. So let's stop doing that. Both the Black Hawk and the Chinook. Unless there is absolutely a reason in game, game mechanics wise that we need to do that, I don't want to do that anymore.
Affirm, sir. The Black Hawk loads one side at a time. Just by nature. We'll make the same change.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to stagger the numbers.
Correct.
Okay. So earlier in squad training, someone said that we have to do ropes from 20 meters. What if we're fast roping from above 20 meters? What do we do then?
Sir, that's not a thing. It was a thing that was written in the document a long time ago. It was a technical limitation, but that no longer applies.
All right, are we getting that fixed?
Affirm, sir.
All right. The chalk leader in my Black Hawk, you were counting off numbers, and you were not waiting for the guys who were going to hit the ground to count off the next numbers. That is a big no-no. Do we go over that in air assault?
Yes, sir.
You were going so fast that there were 3 or 4 or 5 people behind. That is a big no-no. Don't do that again. We were able to touch down and drop off those extra people after that happened, but in the future we need to practice on waving off, because the whole point of an air assault is it's somewhere we can't land. So we need to make sure that we're practicing waving off and dropping them off somewhere else nearby and letting them catch up. So that's for Delta, for you guys to be cognizant of and to train on. Copy?
Affirm, sir.
All right, the big things tonight. the buildings cleared tonight were fucking atrocious. We got into that first town in Thurau, and we started moving through as 1-4, and we had to clear almost every single building we came across. And then even after we thought the rifle squads had moved through, we moved up, and there were more buildings with more guys in them. I saw almost no green paint tonight other than the green paint that I put out. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if that was Platoon HQ not telling the rifle squads to move through and clear ahead of the weapon squad, or people just skipping buildings, but that was absolutely unsat. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Captain,
Havoc 1?
I believe so, Captain. At that time, I think 1-3 and 1-4 were getting chewed up from a GMG. Or not 1-4, excuse me. I know 1-3 was getting chewed up. I did relay the order, the squads, to push through, and they did so. I did notice a few buildings not painted myself, but I also noticed quite a few that were painted on the west side of the town that you're referring to, Captain. So I'm not sure what the clusterfuck was in the middle. I was in there. It was all that GMG fire, and I think the squads that were in there were basically locked down and basically combat ineffective from the GMG as 1-4 pushed up.
All right, well, it happened again here. After everyone had pushed through already, we went past those 3 buildings that are at the 1113 marker over there. I think that's the right marker, and they were completely closed, no spray paint on the outside.
Roger that, Captain. We'll get it addressed at platoon level.
All right. Who here thinks laughing at Maskaz is a good idea, or funny, or immersive?
Nobody should, Captain.
Nobody should. If you think a whole bunch of guys getting dropped in front of you is funny, keep it to your fucking self, or leave the unit. I don't want to hear that shit. If I find out who it is, your ass is mine. I'm not going to tolerate that shit anymore. It's fucking absurd for what we do here. Last thing, when we're pushing up and we're, as a weapon squad, you're looking over and you're supposed to be overwatching an assault on an objective. Is it fine for your machine gunner to just start shooting targets when the whole rest of the platoon has moved and the enemy is unaware of the movement and the positioning of the friendlies?
Negative, sir.
Thank you for the demotion. So when we were moving on this objective that we're in right now, and that machine gunner dropped that one guy while the whole rest of the platoon was still moving, was that cleared through platoon?
Negative, Captain.
All right, that's a situational awareness thing from the bottom up. You need to be aware that once we're done in one objective and we're moving on the next objective, like, don't fire on those guys because you're going to kick off that firefight before everyone's in position. That's all I had.
That's all, Cap. Thanks, Captain. All right. Also, we are now at the 3-hour mark. So if anybody feels that they have to leave, you can do so. You are not without punishment. Otherwise, stick around and we will finish this debrief. First Sergeant.
Thank you, XO. I'm going to make this quick, guys. First thing I'm going to say to you guys is thank you. I know element leads are probably going to end up thanking you guys for filling in, but thank you to all of you guys, not just the fill-ins. I know tonight's a pretty big night for a lot of people, and taking the time out of your night to come out with us, I appreciate it. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys giving up your free time, so appreciate that. Firstly, you guys have a decent time tonight? You guys liking this new map? Pretty fucking good, huh? All right. The only thing I'm going to mention from a tactics standpoint that hasn't already been mentioned, guys, warning shots are coming to an end. Okay, I went through this mid-deployment. Apparently, I got to go over it again. But if you start getting shot at and your first reaction is to fucking herp a derp out there on a field, start looking for the guy that's shooting at you, my areas are going to be instructed to drop you immediately. If you don't run for cover after the first shot, you're going to get fucked. So keep that in mind going forward. I'm tired of seeing guys, get shot at and just sit there and look around and see where they're getting shot at from. Get to fucking cover and then try and find them. Everybody clear on that?
What's up?
What's up?
All right, you guys went through a hell of a fight tonight, so good job getting it done. That's all I got, XO.
That's all I got. Thanks, Top. All right, open up CZQs to the entire task force. Go ahead and put it in chat. Sergeant Warnick.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Make sure I'm unyelling. So for everybody, just with the new medical system, I did hear this a couple times, and I just want to clear the air. On the right side in the medical menu, it will say you have lost some blood right after you get shot the first time. You do not need blood. Medics do not give them blood. You only need it once they have lost a lot of blood. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sergeant. Specialist, I'm not going to try to say your name. Specialist Cry.
Thank you, Top. I screenshotted
Thanks
a
for the
lot
demotion.
of
Y'all
bugs.
motherfuckers stop trying to demote the officers, all right? God damn.
I called him Top.
That's not Top.
I'm not
He's
Top.
the XO.
I'm XO.
I can't see who's talking. I'm sorry.
10 fucking meters away. Somebody take that man's rifle. Go ahead, Special K.
So, I encountered a lot of visual and graphical bugs of people being clipped through the helicopters and the like. I was asking where on the forums do I submit those and bug reports, because I don't remember where on the forums I'm supposed to put those for the modding team.
Maybe that's a question you should be asking your team leader, not the XO at the task force debrief.
Yeah.
Correct response to that is yes, sir, or yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
All right. Anybody else? Going in 3, 2, 1. All right. Hell of a fight tonight, guys. Overall, pretty decent job. Air assets, when you're done with the individual debrief, I want to see you in my office. Other than that, everybody is dismissed to individual debriefs.
Good work, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right, gentlemen. Sorry about that. I was having some issues there. I'm going to make this quick, as fast as we can so we can get you guys out of here. Overall, I think you guys did a good job tonight. The communication from the LZ to when we first took that first contact in the woods, that communication and those maneuvers looked really, really good from my position. 1-3, really good fucking work on kind of bouncing back in that little second engagement and going to the north. Your spacing was perfect. The communication was perfect. And then, we were there in 1-4, good work on making sure you guys were lifting fire. That whole maneuver was pretty fucking textbook. So that was really cool to watch. I'm not going to beat this to death. Captain already talked about it, but once we got into that fucking town and we kind of took those first mass cases, first and foremost, the communication just fucking died completely. I understand if you've got a lot of stuff going on, but we still need to be talking. I still need constant status updates when there's fucking GMG fire just exploding all over the place. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Those are the moments that our comms need to go up. We need to be talking more with each other. And so there was a couple times there I wasn't hearing a couple squads for very extended, long periods of time. And then we just kind of were getting bogged down and nothing was happening. That's what we don't want. We don't want to get stagnant and just lay in the fucking firing zone of a GMG. Those of you that were aiding in all of the mass cases and the down personnel, kudos to you. I believe Sergeant Warnick, did we have any KIAs tonight?
Thank you. 1 times KIA, but that's it.
1 times KIA. Okay. I don't remember. Was that passed up through platoon comms? I don't remember hearing about that.
Hey, Frame LT, I sent it up.
Okay, roger that. Then I just missed that. So, 1 KIA and what was it? Either 2 or 3 mass cases that we took from GMG and autocannon. You know, obviously we don't like losing anybody, but not too bad, gentlemen. So medical personnel, kudos. 1-1, outstanding job on getting your fucking medic over there. Ricky Tick, when I asked you to, there was no hesitation. So, you know, good job for the most part on our casualty control and collection. This is something we've been doing good at. But when those things happen, we can't lose sight of what we're doing. Like Captain said, I was up in there where all those buildings were that I think he's referring to, and he was right. I saw guys just kind of like laying around, and there were buildings unclear. I had an enemy walk up fucking 10 feet in front of my dick, right up there with you guys. And it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of security going on. So again, when shit's hitting the fan, that's when our communication needs to go up. If you're a 2IC or a 3IC stepping up, remember, you are now in control of that element. Not only do we need you to get on the comms and let us know what your status is so that we can get you the aid that you need, you also need to take control of the squad or the team or what have you. Make sure there's security set up, because I definitely rolled up into a situation where it didn't seem a lot of that to be going on. Once we got back on our feet a little bit and then started pushing again, you know, things got a little bit better. But that first initial where we took that 1 mass cas, it really broke down, guys, and we got to continue communicating as much as possible. The last thing that I noticed a couple times tonight, I knew this was going to happen, so I warned you guys, was spacing, gentlemen. A lot of times I came across quite a few clusterfucks, especially when we're taking HE and autocannon. Even more reason to spread yourselves out. So I know there was a couple tight, narrow areas that we had to kind of funnel people through, and then you guys kind of spread out from there. But I'm even talking on a single squad level. You know, if you're 1 squad pushing around somewhere or crossing a field, I shouldn't see the entire squad within a 20-meter radius of each other. So squad leaders, make sure you guys are working on that shit. And I know you guys typically do in your squad trainings, and you guys aren't normally that close to each other. So I don't know what changes when we get into an FTX on this scale where everybody feels like they need to be super close. Especially now that we're in this fucking sort of open terrain. Spread it the fuck out. I think a lot of us are used to working in these urban environments where everything's condensed. We're not in that so much anymore. We're out in these forests. We need to spread it out a little bit, still stay within eye shot of each other so you can keep track of everyone. But I don't want to see a squad on its own within 20-25 meters, the entirety of that squad. Those were the pressing things I saw. I think we need a little bit more work in the reaction to contact area, although the few times I did see it, it was looking good. We're just, you know, we're going to get to where we need to be in the near future here. Sergeant Munson, do you have anything else to add?
Thank you, sir. I don't really have much, guys. Again, I think we are showing improvements week after week. So this week's communication was outstanding compared to the last few. So seriously, pat yourselves on the back for that. And we'll keep working with you guys in your squad trainings or whatever to help with react to contact or whatever. So, but other than that, you guys did pretty damn good with everything we faced.
All right. Sergeant Warnick, did you have anything else to add medically?
Thank you, sir. I do have 2 things. First of all, we took 1 KIA with all those mass causes. So medics, CLS, you know, dealing with the new medical system. Good job on keeping up on that. You guys did an awesome job. The other thing is like you were talking about before, when we're taking HE, spread out, and especially when we have a CCP and we keep having a mass cas in that same area, if you're pulling security, get the fuck out of there. You're only going to make it worse. That's all. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Sergeant. I did one other thing I quickly, before we move on to the squad leaders here. Also remember, when we're in this open terrain like this, and not in a CQ, or excuse me, a mountain environment, we should be utilizing our entrenching tools in the woods and stuff. Shouldn't be seeing a bunch of sandbags placed all over the place. Utilize those entrenching tools. We want to try to use those sandbag tools when we're, you know, like on concrete and stuff like that, where you can't really utilize those entrenching tools. So make sure that we're doing that moving forward. I don't want to see a bunch of sandcastles built in a forest. Sergeant Littleberry, 1-1.
Thank you, sir. I don't really have anything for the platoon.
Roger. Sergeant Falter, 1-2.
Thank you, sir. Nothing for the platoon at this time.
Roger. Sergeant Tabor, 1-3.
Thank you, LT. I just want to apologize to everyone who was on platoon net for any breakdown that I might have caused. It seemed like at any given moment during any mount portion, I was dealing with like 3+ casualties at a time. So I was busy kind of trying to coordinate that with Mike, getting those guys up, and I let some shit kind of slip through. So apologies. That's all I had.
All right. Sergeant Shaw, 1-4.
Thank you, LT. Nothing from 1-4 except we kicked a lot of ass tonight.
Yep. I don't know, how many armor pieces did you actually engage with your Moz tonight?
The initial AO was not really our doing, but towards the end we ended up engaging a PR, a HMG location, and as well as an MBT.
You guys actually shot the MBT? I thought Air took that out.
I got reports from my Charlie team that they took it out.
Okay. Roger that.
Great work. Simultaneously the same time, so there's no telling.
Right.
Right. Is that all you had, Sergeant Shaw?
Yeah. Thank you, LT.
Yep. Corporal Nicholson, comment?
Disregard. It was on that. Thank you.
Roger. All right. Anybody else other C's or Q's in chat? Sergeant McCoy.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Just something for you guys to keep in mind about situational awareness. Numerous times tonight, I saw people running in front of people's lines of fire, not only when they weren't firing, but also when they were firing. And I definitely saw a few blue-on-blue instances caused because of that. So, guys, you really got to pay attention to, you know, where other elements are, you know, where the enemy is, and not, you know, get yourself caught in the crossfire. But that's all I got. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant. It's a really good point. When your team leader or whoever gives you a fucking move order, generally speaking, what I would suggest is take a hot second and fucking look around. Don't just fucking beeline the bearing that they tell you. Look around. You see friendlies online with you, fucking move around them. Thank you for that, Sergeant. Sergeant Smith, you got a comment?
Yes, thank you, sir. Kind of want to say this, but we're in an FTX cycle or training exercise, and it's very important for us to actually learn from mistakes and see it. So I just don't want to beat the dead horse here, but it's getting horrendous now, especially in the FTX cycle. If you see yourself getting engaged and you're getting shot at, please don't sit there in the open and start engaging other contacts or the person shooting at you, because if you notice in that video right there, you were given like 20 million chances. So I'm not pointing out anybody else out here, but please make sure that you are engaging targets by going to cover first and then flanking the enemy and calling it out. That's it. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Roger that. Thank you, Sergeant. All right, anybody else? C's or Q's? All right, good shit tonight, Havoc 1.
Alright, that's the end of me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back live on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you then. Have a good night. Bye.